or any kind of event. Now we'll pay spinning machine papa a boss and say we'll be free and penny for 0546 960510. GTR sounds a more de angaza.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Ghana Talks Radio, I wo UK abrochimemu era from Ghana mu ha at the sound system which spinning machine papa every amana ne aba begu oman Ghana mu ha. It is a we a year, we engagement, we wedding, we birthday party. Political parties are more rally, some way sorry a more crusade. So we'll book carnival or any kind of event. Now we'll pay spinning machine papa a boss sound in the moon at the dia any American food GTR sounds at the amount. Your live band in so I would tone sa at the frame ya beat me about the bois. Ama ujumedia woody and so at me I come up. Yawa enkan popuni mantem anya aponche hotel wo pepepe ena yebutu odi ane se wo be frɛ mpanifo 0546 960510. GTR sounds emu de angaza.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
Good morning to you, lovely listeners of Ghana Talks Radio. This is the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. This is a news headline review. We bring you all the relevant stories making waves in the news, from business to politics, from sports to entertainment. We got you covered with the most relevant stories and informed perspectives on issues that matter to you every morning right here on the show. And this morning, I'm having Miss Regina Bless and Miss Debbie Adoso, and we'll be diving into the issues and share our opinions to you. You can also send in your suggestion and opinion. We are streaming live on Facebook at Ghana Talks Radio, on YouTube at Ghana Talks Radio, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Ghana Talks Radio as well. Send in your comments. Let's get interactive. Good morning to you, ladies, and you're welcome to the show.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
By mercy.
We thank God. Have we taken breakfast yet? I saw someone coming in very sweaty. Are you sure you've not had breakfast?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I was coming from the washroom.
Oh, okay. I hear. I thought you had some cocoa and house
No.
kose.
Not yet.
Miss Gina?
No, not yet.
Not yet. But would you want English breakfast? Or gope? Is the real deal?
Anything is fine by me.
Anything is. You see, understanding girlfriend.
Wife material, 26 years.
You get it plenty. Right, let's dive into the morning news. NPP to establish policy units, Baumia. The new patriotic party, NPP, says it will set up a stronger policy unit as part of effort to rebuild the party ahead of the 2028 general elections. The announcement was made by the NPP's newly elected presidential candidate, Baumia, at a Thanksgiving service held at the UPSA auditorium in Accra. That was on Sunday. Dr. Baumia said the moment was not about celebrating a personal victory, but about starting a new phase of rebuilding and reorganizing the party. What exactly is the policy unit about? So according to him, the new policy unit will refine the party's ideas and policy proposals, coordinate policy communication, present clear alternative solutions to Ghanaians. Clear alternative solutions, right? He explained that the unit will help the NPP better position itself as a credible alternative to the governing National Democratic Congress. Dr. Baumia also announced a wider reorganization of the party's structure at the national level, regional level, constituency level, and grassroots level. He said this is aimed at strengthening the party's campaign machinery and reconnecting with supporters across the country. As part of this effort, he will embark on a nationwide, to engage party members, promote unity, and address tensions that arose during the internal elections. He called on members to forgive one another and work together towards a common goal. Dr. Baumia stressed that winning the 2028 election will not be automatic. He said the party must earn the trust of Ghanaians through discipline, humility, and hard work. He also urged the government to avoid political intimidation and focus on national unity and responsible governance. So this is Dr. Baumia. They are going to reorganize their party again from the national level, grassroots level, constituency level, and at a regional level. And he says that a lot of things need to be done. And due to that, he'll be going for a thank you tour to engage better with the grassroots. They'll find a refined solution, an alternative solution for the Ghanaian people. Yeah, that's a lot of work for the NPP. Miss Regina, looks like this morning you're wearing one of their colors.
Blue, white, red.
Let me start with you. What do you think?
So they said they want to find alternative solution for Ghanaians. And what is the alternative solution about? Is it to help Ghanaians in terms of what? Like, that is what I want to get.
I think first off, they really have to find out what our problem is as a country before they find a solution.
It looks like one thing the MPP they are best in doing is deciding for Ghanaians without going on grounds to listen to what we really need. As it stands now, I can boldly say what most Ghanaians need is your friend is saying our cost of living, and secondly the unemployment issue. So if they say they want to find alternative solution, how can you bring an alternative solution without finding the root cause of it, or without finding what the problem is? It's just like malaria. So when you have malaria, you yourself, you don't know that you have malaria. Then you're administering drugs for yourself without going to the hospital for tests, making sure that, oh, indeed, I have malaria. So I would say that for that aspect, they have to go on grounds at least they have a lot of people, they have the grassroots who can so and ask the Ghanaian people, the youth especially, that should be their target audience. What do you need? What is the issue? Like when MPP comes into power, like what do you expect MPP to do better? And also looking at the reorganization, considering the fact that they started from bottom to top, I think they really need it, because definitely some misunderstandings will go on there. Some people, and even with the leaders themselves, they need reorganization among themselves, not only the small organizations, right, or the small delegates. They themselves, they need reorganization. And also I think to policy units,
yes,
rebuilding the party ahead of 2028 general election. We've heard of this several times. They are rebuilding their party. Their party. During your friend is saying their MPP conference, which was held at the Ghana University Stadium, Legon Stadium. That was their main aim, to bring everyone together, to bring the party together, and also to bring the leaders together. But during even that conference, they exhibited, should I say, certain sorts of attitudes or certain sorts of behaviors which was not supposed to be there. If you are calling for a peaceful gathering, there are certain things you need to do away with, but they still went ahead to do that. So I would say when it comes to the peace reconciliation with these people, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. They would solve it today, tomorrow another issue would come out.
Well, let's wish them the best. Who knows, this one will be different from the ones we've seen.
No, so my boka kwa conference and I ye.
Well, there is no harm in trying.
There's no harm in trying, exactly. Mr. B.
Yeah, so restructuring the new patriotic party for me is very, very necessary. It's just like the way you work in a company. After every year, the staffs and the staff of that particular company meet to assess, your performance throughout the year, and then what did we do wrong? What should we put in place? How are we going to improve our work? What input are we going to give out to promote the work, to promote the business? So restructuring and reorganizing the MPP party is for me significant, because we've seen what has happened in the past days with the MPP, especially with these few days to their internal primary. We saw what happened. We saw the disagreements between members.
Right.
We saw a lot of stuff that was not pleasant to the eye. And so if they're talking about restructuring the party, also coming with a thank you to where they'll go to constituency, grassroots, they will speak to the grassroots and all that. It's a way of solving issues and also solving the problem. And even when you look at the statement, he said to call for forgiveness, reconciliation, and at the end to end functionalism. So forgiveness there is necessary. I don't know whether the person like it or not. You've already won. Whether I don't like you or not, you are the leader. There is nothing I can do.
Right.
So you just have to accept the fact that the person is the leader. I think the best thing you can do for yourself is forgive someone and have a peace of mind and all that. If you don't forgive the person, there is no way you can work with that person, because even if the person is bringing a positive solution on board, because you hate that person, it doesn't make sense. You always object it. And when it happens like that, the way everyone is in haste to seeking for the growth and the development of the party, you've now become a thorn in the flesh of the party, because you objected. And you have people that will back those objections. And then when it's happening like that, are you moving forward as a party, or you're coming back? Don't forget that the MPP as it stands now are trying their possible best to portray a good image in the eyes of Ghanaians, and also convince them enough that, see, we are good. everyone can commit mistakes. Okay, we've done ours and we are ready to change. So how do you do it? It has to start internally, and that is why they always say that for you to advise someone, ensure that you are not doing the same thing. Ensure that we also say okay for the person who asks you, say when were you able to do it before you come to advise me? Yes. So you are supposed to solve the in-house problems before you come out. So if those problems are solved internally, when you come out and you talk to Ghanaians, they are going to listen. This internal thing they are doing is good. Our only problem is how fruitful this is going to be.
How fruitful?
Because see, MPP, Hodi, peace, they will go. Do you know the most funny aspect? They will all come or they'll be present. But if I'm not doing that, me will hold to me no yenka. Okay, yenka. I'm not trying to, point finger at somebody that the person is bad though. But let's look at the internal primaries after they were done. When Kennedy Japan was talking, he said his supporters should not worry because from henceforth they don't even know what will happen.
Oh no, but it could be just a
statement. No, it's not just a statement.
Maybe he's going to get a ministerial post.
No.
Or something.
No, he told his supporters that don't worry, this is not a time to panic because from henceforth you don't even know what to happen. And people question that. I'm telling you, even party members question it. It has a deep meaning to that. I'm telling you.
Videos of people questioning what he meant.
Yes, it has a deep meaning. And then I've seen people also fabricating it in their own way, saying that
he's going to break out from the party.
Yes, and then another person says, if you're thinking evil about Baumia, trying to negativity. People are saying that maybe he's trying to get rid of Baumia, so that, which I know that is not what.
How is he going to get rid
you
of
get
Baumia?
it.
The person has already won, and I think it's high time you accept it and then move on with your life. So which one is going to get rid of Baumia? It's not the NPP party. Is it not part of the NPP party?
It's part of the NPP party.
And the breakouts that we are hearing, it could be true.
It can be. That man is capable of doing anything. Maybe as it stands now, he is tired of politics and all that. He just wants to rest and have his metacarpals and phalanges relaxed. But I think all in all, this approach is not bad. We are praying that when you get there, it wouldn't be NDC to be the party, because we were here when we saw Baumia going for a thank you to, and instead of appreciating the people, he instead hitting on the NDC what they didn't do right. It's like you are deviating for what you are there to do.
So it should be different this time around.
It should be different this time around, and I hope that after this whole thing, we will see peace and unity in the party as they are preaching.
Right. So during the 2024 general elections, we saw that a lot of NPP delegates didn't come out to come and vote. At this juncture, what can the party do to make sure that they convince these people to come out and vote? Because for me, in my opinion, I think that this is not the time that Baumia needs a large podium to be talking to people, but rather I think that this is a time that he needs to, if it's the right word to use, humble himself and go down to the people and engage with the people better. Oh, what didn't we do right? Why didn't you come out to vote? And so on and so forth. Someone also made mention that when it comes to the economy there, Baumia shouldn't even talk about the economy at all.
He's not in the best position to talk about the economy.
Right. So, Ms. Regina, looking at this, do you think that this is the time that the NPP party should prioritize going down to the grassroots, finding out what the problem was, why they didn't come out to vote, aside, putting in effort to make sure that their party is reunited?
Okay, so first off, when we talk of leadership is not one who needs to be bossy or autocratic and decide for the people. Leadership is someone who is supposed to go beneath. You need to be beneath the level of the people and talk to them. Just that they even need to trample over you. Also, also. That is what leadership is all about. But when we look at the NPP party, they are not known for that. Most importantly, the NPP party, when they were in administration or when they were in power, brought up certain policies or certain levies which was against the people. One thing I know is if a government is bringing a policy, they don't just wake up and bring a policy. They need to hear or listen to the ideas of the people. Are they in support of it?
Or not?
If the majority of Ghanaians are not in support of the policy you are bringing, then it should tell you that don't bring it at all. When this e-levy issue came, a lot of people were against it, but they still went ahead to implement it. First off, it sends a signal that that current party or that current administration is not a listening government, because you do what you want, you do what benefits you, and you do it in your own selfish interest. So that was one of them. And also, they need to be accountable and transparent when they come as a party, because as an adult you need to be accountable for your actions. You need to be transparent. Say A and say A, at the end of the day you say oh dabi me B. Everyone knows say you did A. So you need to be truthful, accountable, and transparent. And aside that, as you said, he needs to be humble. Sometimes these leaders feel pompous. Excuse me to use this language. They are should I use arrogant? Yes, they are very arrogant because they feel they are in power. Yes, whatever you say is not needed. But as a leader, you need to be, as I said earlier, you need to be very humble. So they need to make sure that they are humble as leaders, and also listen. Keynote is listen to the people.
Listen to the people.
What they don't do what you want. What
very
the
important.
People want.
Very, very
Besides, they are the middlemen. They are the one who voted you into power. And they have the authority to take you off again.
Yeah, exactly. But when it comes to the issue of the e-levy, when we complain as Ghanaians, did they come out to address or maybe help us understand why they are bringing this levy and what the levy sought to do? Did we see anything like that? Let me compare it to this current administration. When the farmers came out to complain that we saw President John Dramani Mahama holding an emergency cabinet meeting to address the issue and then find a better solution to that. Did we see that in the previous administration?
I think with the e-levy issue, they came out to explain to us that, the e-levy is good. It will create jobs, especially for the youth. They said it will create about millions of jobs for the youth. That was what they said. But we didn't see the impact of it. Yes.
Unlike the D-levy, we've seen that at least.
Exactly. Yes.
In the energy sector.
Up to now, we don't know what they use the e-levy for. No one has come out to give accounts
for that
of the money.
And the MPP for 24-hour economy cannot happen overnight. Needs careful planning. The General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Fifi Kote, says the government's flagship 24-hour economy policy cannot be implemented overnight. According to him, the initiative is a long-term structural program that requires careful planning, legal backing, and proper groundwork before full rollout. Mr. Fifi explained that although the policy was a major campaign promise, steps toward implementation are already in motion. He said the 24-hour economic secretariat, led by cabinet member Gosie Tano, has completed key preparatory work and submitted proposals through cabinet. He noted that a bill has now been laid before the Parliament of Ghana for consideration. Parliament is expected to study and debate the bill before implementation begins. Mr. Kote stressed that beyond the legal process, economic incentives will be critical to the success of the program. He pointed specifically to tax exemptions and guarantees as essential measures to attract businesses and investors who will drive the 24-hour production model. He said the government is engaging institutions and private sector players to ensure the policy results in real economic expansion, job creation, and increased productivity, rather than becoming just a government directive on paper. According to him, the foundations must be solid to bring all key stakeholders on board and ensure the program is properly executed. So this is coming from the General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Fifi Kote, who said that the 24-hour economy cannot happen overnight. It needs careful strategy, careful planning, and even needs legal bargain as well. So, please. But Ghanaians are angry. Because the way the NDC people shouted with this 24-hour economy during their campaign, season, and then they came into power as 1 year already. We're in the second year, and no show. Do you think we should still give them time, or it's high time we get angry and ask for something, for results?
No show like her.
We are not seeing anything. Have you seen something?
Yeah, I've seen something. You've know
which is
show, sister.
Is it the DVLA and the passport office?
Oh, of course.
And then which other one?
Of course. And we also saw what's the name? This project, the Akukon Kitty, although we know that it's not running
24 hours,
but at least it has created job for people. So what are we saying? What else do we want? Was it not the same thing the MPP did? I mean, they also praised and spoke so much about Agenda 111 and
the free SA. Okay,
1D1, 1D1F. What did we see? Nothing. So please, let's relax. As he said, the 24-hour economy is not something that will happen overnight. It needs strategic planning. Okay, it need like ideas. This one not just a mere or ordinary ideas. It needs, concrete ideas to help this whole thing about this 24-hour economy coming to pass. Because you cannot just wake up and then, this government is not a magician that will say, oh yes, so we want to do this, and all of a sudden come the next day start to work. No, it's a step-by-step process. If 1 year has passed and they've not done it, it should tell you that 1 year was used in addressing certain concerns. So from this year ongoing, it is after this year going to next year that when you don't see anything, you can complain that they've not done anything. But we've now begin this year. So I think we should give them more time. You cannot sit in your comfort zone and shout that the NDC are not doing anything. So they brought in the 24-hour economy and blah, 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 and we are not seeing what they are doing. No, it has to take time. As I said, it needs strategic plan. And in a statement, it's mentioned that Ghana cannot do it alone, or the NDC cannot do it alone. So we need investors. We need people who can support the government and ensure that this initiative comes to pass. And that is why you and I can testify to the fact that President Muhammad does not sleep.
Debbie, how much time?
It will come to pass.
The people are angry.
They're angry like how?
There's three words? 3 shifts, 3 jobs. Today.
It will take time.
1 job, 3 shifts.
It will take time, my sister. This is not something that will happen within a twinkle of an eye. No. One thing I've realized about Ghana is that we are just impatient. And all the people that are saying that it's taking too long, they are people that their minds are corrupt. It's politics. Because as a normal person, you should understand that this thing is going to take time. Because trust me, see, they said that the bank, places like the bank, places like the passport office or the embassies and all those places are places that should be run 24 hours. Now, this is going to employ people. You should also understand that we need, you have to sit. This thing is not something that you can just wake up a day and do. You need to sit down and plan. If you are employing people, which is going to employ a lot of people, we know, but we need to get security people to guard these places. How is our security? When you look at our security, how strong is it? We need to strengthen it and get these people on grounds to work. We need to even get surveillance. So this whole thing about 24-hour economy, people working 24 hours, entails a lot. I'm not sure this government will not do it. That is why I'm saying that if we will complain about this whole thing, it should be 2020. We are in 2026, right? It should be somewhere in 2027, because we all know that the first year of every sitting president or every sitting government is to sort out the mess of previous administration. That is what they did.
But these people will be leaving power very soon.
They'll be leaving 2028, sister. We still have not much time, but we have time. we have time. So see, the only thing I will say is that let's be patient. This government is not those scammers, okay? They are not those scammers. They will deliver. See, even if this say now that everybody is calling that, oh, we are not seeing everything, go and do. A shall say here without strategic planning, and then we start encountering hitches here, and there will be the same people that will complain. So why don't we just sit down, carefully plan, and execute it once and for all? As simple as that. Because when we are pressuring them and then they go ahead to do this thing without careful planning and all that, and then we encounter challenges, we will still sit here, hit on their back, and we will have some Ghanaians who will talk about it, and we will still have those scammers who call themselves politicians using this as political gimmick. So what we are saying is that just be patient, okay? President Muhammad and the NDC government are not scammers. They said it, they will deliver. You say yeah, when from 2027 when we don't see it, we will sit here and say it. Because you cannot promise without delivering.
Right. Miss Regina, should we pressure the government? Has it been long overdue? Because the way they campaign and they make noise about it, they actually made it their flagship campaign theme. And then people were expecting that in the first year now it will be rolled out. Just as we saw the NPP also roll out the free SHS in their first year when they assumed office. So that has been the precedence, but it looks like people are beginning to lose faith in this current administration.
Okay, so I would say once you want to bring a policy on board, you need to make sure that you already have everything in place before you even introduce it.
Exactly.
And it's just like you cooking. You prep the things down, and after prepping it, it makes cooking more easier. You don't start cooking and you are now preparing things. It makes it very difficult. So I'll say that is what the current administration is going through. We know that they are trying their possible best to make sure that they implement it, and they also want to make it a policy which doesn't only look good on paper, but it is very effective for everyone to benefit from. I would personally say the 24-hour economy check because already 1 year and then some you try another month, and this year will go to an end again. I understand where they are coming from, that the 24-hour economy needs proper planning. What happened when you were in opposition and you were talking about 24-hour economy? You could have still planned it and just come and not implement it immediately, but you at least within that 1 year you could have re-planned it well and introduced it. And say 1 year new year, we are in another new year, you could have just implemented as we enter the new year. Because mind you, most of these youth are dependent on it. They know said this 24-hour economy will bring more jobs. As they said, 1 job, 3 shifts. So most of them are depending on it. So I think they need to expedite the process of the 24-hour economy so that
They say we should give them time. How much time? Right. On the issue of the 24-hour economy again, 24-hour economy authority, a waste of resources. The Member of Parliament for Bekwa in the Asante region, Raphael Poku Eduse, has criticized the creation of the 24-hour economy secretariat under the proposed 24-hour economy authority, describing it as unnecessary and a potential drain on public resources. Mr. Eduse said the focus should be on implementing the 24-hour economy itself, rather than setting up a new authority to oversee it. He argued that the policy can succeed by strengthening existing institutions across the country rather than creating a central office in Accra. He cited examples such as the Passport Office and the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority, which already operates extended hours due to better staffing and systems, not because of a coordinating authority. He urged the government to prioritize reinforcing existing structures and expanding youth employment opportunity. Mr. Eduse warned that the proposed authority could create conflict and administrative confusion, noting that its mandate is not clearly defined. He questioned whether it would have the legal power to compel private institutions to operate around the clock, and cautioned that it might have an extra bureaucratic layer without real responsibility. So this is from Mr. Bekwai. The NP for Bekwai, Mr. Raphael Poku Eduse, that this whole 24-hour economy authority, them creating a secretariat, is a waste of time, because they've seen the passport office and the DVLA running without the secretariat. So why can't we just proceed and just start with the 24-hour economy, rather than creating another office for an authority or secretariat? It's a waste of public resources. These are some of the concern he raised. Miss Debbie, do you deem this concern concrete?
Well, I don't see it as a waste of resources as he has stated. I don't know why he's saying that, but I don't see it as a waste of, resources. For me, I feel like it's kind of necessary. Definitely, there's going to be money that will be pumped into it, because it looks as if you are creating a new office under something that we don't even know. As it stands now, Ghanaians doesn't even know whether it's going to succeed or not. Because in the minds of Ghanaians, that is what they are thinking. And so bringing out or setting a secretariat under this whole thing of 24-hour economy and all that, they feel like when you set up this office, you are going to employ people, you are going to pay them, you are going to pump money into them because they need the money. You need to resource that office because they need it to work effectively. Okay, so definitely they are going to think that, well, it's a waste of money, blah 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 and all that, since as we've said in the first issue that we dealt with this 24-hour economy, where people are complaining that it's already been 1 year and they are not seeing anything, and then you bringing out a secretariat again. They feel like, well, we don't even know the tail end of this whole thing. You are calling 24-hour economy, but I see no reason why you should call it a waste of resources. I don't see it as a waste of resources. The government knows what he's doing. If you feel like this, coming up with a secretariat is not beneficial enough, I'm not sure they are going to come up with it. And one thing we should also bear in mind that we Ghanaians, we are capable of doing that a lot. Everything we are so inquisitive that we want to know everything. Why you are bringing up that office? Isn't it going to cost a waste of money and all that? I'm not trying to divert this whole issue, but let's look at the office of the OSP. We are resourcing this office and all that. The OSP is being paid every month. OSP has workers working under him. Okra security, they have police, they have soldiers guarding those offices. They are paying them, and then they are still resourcing that office to investigate people more, to get vivid and solid evidence against corporates. So they are resourcing that office, but at the end we are not seeing anything. So all these things raise some sort of suspicion when you're coming up with, sectors within sectors. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Sectors within sectors where people do not have a solid trust in that particular whole initiative you are bringing on board. But personally, I don't see it as a waste of resources.
You don't see it as a waste of resources. Neither do you see it as a bureaucracy or duplication.
No.
Right, Miss Uchina.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
So I would also say it's not a waste of resources, because everything needs should I say supervision and monitoring, and that is what they want to do. And if it's a waste of resources, is it their money? It's not their money. It's taxpayers' money.
So you are not complaining.
We are not complaining.
Me,
so
I am speak for yourself.
Why are you complaining? So tell us. So you also feel it's a waste of resource.
That's how I see it.
Why?
Looking at
so who should oversee the 24-hour economy?
We get it for the fact that it's a special initiative that needs special people to oversee it. But we also see the Ministry of Labor and Employment also doing the same thing. We also see EN also doing the same thing. So why don't they collaborate?
So they should
No, so they should.
No,
No. So like they should collaborate with them rather. That's how I see it. Rather than creating.
No, when they still collaborate with them, it's another creating.
Conflict. That would be conflict of a year. Because they have their own thing they are doing. Then you're adding 24-hour economy to these people. I mean, collaborating and working.
They will be overwhelmed.
Yeah, to be conflict of. So I say conflict of activities or whatever. So
conflict of interest.
Really. Conflict of interest, right?
Of work interest.
Of work interest. Yeah.
Right. So, and this person is actually coming from the minority, so obviously it will be a propaganda something. They're playing politics with this as well. But what do you also think? Do you think forming a special body to oversee the 24-hour economy is a waste of public resources? You can share with us in the comment section. At this juncture, we call it a wrap on the news headline. Will be up next. We have Today in History with Miss Regina Bless.
Bringing you Today in History on this day, Union leaders Bill Hayward, Charles Moyo, and George Pettibone are taken into custody by Idaho authorities and the Pinkerton Detective Agency. They are put on a special train in Denver, Colorado, following a secret direct route to Idaho because the officials had no legal right to arrest the 3 union executives in Colorado. The industrial workers of the world, of which Hayward was president, tried in vain to stop the unofficial arrests. 1865, Union Army sacks Columbia and South Carolina. The Union forces under Major General William T. Sherman captured and occupied Columbia, South Carolina during the Civil War. Following the surrender, a devastating fire broke out that night, destroying much of the city's center. The cause of the fire remains controversial, involving a combination of burning cotton, high winds, and intoxicated troops. 2008, Kosovo declares independence from Serbia. Kosovo formally declared independence from Serbia, becoming a self-declared sovereign state recognized by the US and major European Union countries. This move followed years of UN administration and was met with strong opposition from Serbia and Russia, who termed the act illegal. To some few observances, My Way Day. It is a day dedicated to doing things exactly as you please, your way. It encourages individuals to trust their instincts, ignore the opinions of others, and skip one typical routines to embrace personal desires for 24 hours. It is a day to prioritize self-interest and freedom. Random Act of Kindness Day. To promote kindness through small, unexpected gestures that brighten someone's day. The 2026 celebration occurs during Random Act of Kindness Week from 15th to 21st, encouraging make kindness the norm. Include compliments, donations, and volunteering. Lastly, Who Shall I Be Day. It is an annual observance dedicated to self-reflection, personal growth, and intentional living. It encourages individuals to break from daily chaos to analyze their strength, weakness, and aspirations to consciously decide who they want to become. And that's all for today on Today in History and some global observances, live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina Bless, for Today in History and some observances of the day. And as she read it, please be kind today. Today is World Kindness Day. Be kind to somebody. Say nice words to somebody. Help somebody. Love somebody. Just be kind. Miss Debbie.
Be kind.
Be kind. Be kind. Be kind.
So today it wouldn't be bad if I get I don't even know what I want to.
Debbie's girl.
Welcome to Debbie's Girl, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. Minority Leader in Parliament, Alexander Hwenyomaken, has criticized the NDC government for what he describes as a lack of tangible results in its first year in office. Commenting on the state of the economy and the government's performance, he questioned whether the administration had undertaken major projects, settled outstanding payment to contractors who had secured bank loans to execute public works. Last year, 2025, what did government do? Did it pay contractors who had worked and borrowed from banks? If the economy is stagnating and we continue to talk about paper growth, I am interested in the cocoa farmer and the real impact on the citizen, he said. He stressed that macroeconomic indicators are meaningless if they do not improve lives of ordinary Ghanaians. This is from Minority Leader Alexander Hwenyomaken. He is stating that the first year of this current administration is worse off. This is because they've promised a lot of things and they, as the minority, are not seeing it fulfilling in the lives of the ordinary Ghanaians, or did not feel the impact on the life of ordinary Ghanaians. Now, if we look at the NDC and we look at the MPP, I will personally state that the first year of the NDC is even better than the 8 years of the MPP in government. Since this is what they want, we also pinpoint what they've done for them. NDC has been in power for 1.5 years now, and I can boldly tell you that although they are yet to fulfill most of their promises, their first year or 1.5 year in government is far better than the New Patriotic Party's 8 years in government. When the MPP was in government, they brought on a lot of initiatives that did not see the light of day. They promised Ghanaians heaven on earth, but we didn't see it. Were we not in this country when the former president told us that were we not in this country when he told us that time, when Kenke was sold at 2 cedi, that it was too expensive? That when he comes, he's going to reduce it. What did we see? Before they left power, Kenke was sold at 5 cedis, 7 cedis, 8 cedis. Before the MPP came into power, the cedi to a dollar was how much? When they left, what did we see? And now, because you want to score political points, you sit there and then you say that the 1 year of the current administration is nothing to write home about. Are we being serious? It clearly shows that the minority is not serious. Because sometimes I feel like they should sit down logically, compare what they did in 8 years, and compare what this government has done in 1 year, and see whether they've not performed far more or better than what they did in 8 years. You brought e-levy. After that e-levy, we told you that e-levy was not going to help us. What did you say? The MPP told us that e-levy was going to, the money will be used in constructing roads. The money will be used in developmental projects. That is what you said. But what did we see? How many roads was constructed by the MPP? Even the ones they've constructed, in a month's time, you will still see potholes on those roads. You refuse listening to Ghanaians. And after a public outcry from Ghanaians, you went ahead in parliament and then you pumped champagne on top of Ghanaians. It means you, excuse me, but it's like you people have taken us as fools. Let me put it that way. Then you brought Agenda 111. Everyone was happy, everybody was excited. Because trust me, it's good. Why not? If you are building 111 hospitals, it's good because it's going to employ people. Imagine Agenda 111 hospitals were built, fully completed and resourced. We will not even have nurses parading every day, demonstrating every day, calling on government. It is the mess you cause. The mess you caused during your tenure is what we are seeing now. And sometimes you make it look as if this current government is doing nothing, but you did basically nothing. Imagine you completed those hospitals, you employed these nurses. People completed in 2023. You were in government in 2023. You were in government in 2024. You were in government in 2021. You were in government in 2020. And we still have people who completed nursing school, teaching training from 2021, 2023, and they are still not employed. And then you tell me that Esase or Mahama Bain, so come on, you're not serious. You are not serious. So you see, if we want to play politics, let's play it well. If you want to play politics, let's play it well. Because it doesn't add up. This government, 1 year in power, they've scrapped e-levy. 1 year in power, they took away betting tax. 1 year in power, they took away the COVID levy. We were paying COVID levy. We were paying levies that do not even make sense. And we still saw nothing. If we are talking about one of the government that deceived Ghanaians, that took Ghanaians for granted, it was the NPP. You took Ghanaians for granted. That is what you did. Monies were allocated for those projects. Now, none of you is able to account to us where that money is. The contractors, the minority leader is talking about, they didn't start from your government. They didn't start from your government. The Pokwasi Road, Ebanisa Neka Pokwasi Road now, Mahama Yesisi and Ebanisa Neka. Tell me, you award contract to people and you don't pay them. Whether the money has been slashed, whether the money has been given to them, no one knows. And this government is supposed to pay those contractors and ensure that they are back on site to work. And you use cocoa. You see, sometimes when I listen to some people talk, it's something else. If you're talking about this whole issue about cocoa and all that, it entails a lot. It entails, yes, the government promised cocoa farmers that he's going to give them this. But tell me, if the MPP was sincere to this current administration, that when we are leaving power, this is the amount we have in coffers. In fact, we've stolen what we were able to store. And then this is what we have left. Imagine they told them the truth. We wouldn't be where we are today. But it's because you didn't tell them the truth. So after they've gained power, they've now realized that you lied to them. And now you sit down and then you say that, cocoa farmers are not being paid. And you see, EAG says, politics in Ghana is something else. The MPP, I know, if it were to be their time, and then these cocoa farmers were complaining, they will not even go there. But because today they are in opposition, Miracle Abuaje was able to go down the drain to visit these cocoa farmers. Because of what? Political scores. We should see that you are doing it. Why is it that your turn? You didn't do that. You didn't do the same. Because the MPP, I know, will not do it. They will not do it. But because they want to tarnish this current administration, you went there. Making it look as if the government is doing nothing. You see, aside politics, sometimes we should think as citizens. We should think as citizens that want the growth of the country. We should think as citizens that want the development of the country and forgo this politics because it is not helping us. It's because of this politics we are still marking time as a country. You see, it's kind of painful because they be can't but no matter what Mahama do, I know there will still be people who say that Mahama's government is not doing anything. No matter what he does, we will get people who will tell you that Mahama onyeshe, and it's fine. It's fine. The most important thing is that they will fulfill what they've promised that they will do. You see, that is why you don't have to get the president wrong when he said that Ghanaians have short memory, and it's true. We have short memory. And now someone think away as him. Like, God, it's annoying. It's annoying for you to sit on the national tele and say that the 1 year of the government is nothing. It doesn't show in the life of the ordinary Ghanaians. When you were in power for 8 years, the only thing that you inflicted on us was pain, was high cost of living. That is what you inflicted on Ghanaians. So I wouldn't have talked if you said that and mentioned your side too. But you didn't mention it. You didn't mention that side. When the prices of goods were skyrocketing, you didn't mention it. When Ghanaians were complaining, you didn't mention that. When they were demonstrating every second and every hour, you didn't mention it. The only thing you saw was that this government came on board, and what they promised that they would do is not being seen. Who told you it's not being seen? Sometimes go to the ground, speak to the people, and gather your information very well. Don't just sit and talk because you feel like you want to influence the people and you want to gain the attention of the people. No. 1 year of the NDC is far better than 8 years of the NPP. Whether you like it or not is the truth. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's screen.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie, I thought you were going to be kind with your words, but it looks like today was opposite of kind. Anyways, thank you so much for that, girl. Right, this is where we draw the curtains for the first segment of the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. We'll be going for the news shortly, and right after the news, we are going to be having a very insightful second segment. Please do stay with us.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast. French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare.
Regina Bless.
Deborah Adoso.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to the morning news update on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, please intercept narcotics in Ashanti region. Tertiary students lament over cocoa payment delays. Plan International Ghana calls for more ethical journalism practices. Members of the Coalition of Unpaid Teachers urges its regional minister to intervene on their cause. Sanitation tricycle riders urge to prioritize health with NHIS enrollment. Cerebrospinal meningitis outbreak in Savannah region records 1 death with 7 suspected cases reported. These and many more coming up your way shortly. The Ashanti South Regional Police Command has announced the interception of 257 packs of tramadol and 58 packs of tempadol on the Boasso-Dunkwa Highway 4 suspects were arrested after allegedly attempting to bribe officers with 50,000 to secure their release. According to DCOP Joseph Hammond, the Ashanti South Regional Police Commander, the operation was carried out on February 13th with drugs being transported on a red Kia Grand Bed bus en route near Dunkorfen in the central region. The suspects, including the bus driver 37, have been arraigned before court under the Public Health Act 2012, Act 851, which prohibits the sales of certain drugs, herbal medicinal products, cosmetics, medical devices, and other household chemical substances.
The Obuasi police have intercepted and seized large quantities of assorted prohibited drugs at Chopiasi police barrier on the Obuasi-Dunkwa highway. The consignment of the drugs, which is made up of 257 packs of 50 milligrams tramadol, 58 packs of 250 milligrams tramadol, also known as red, 58 packs of 225 milligrams tapendol, also known as royal, was intercepted on the 13th February 2026 whilst being transported on a red OA Kia Grand Bed bus to Ayamfree near Dunkwa Onofin in the central region. Upon intercepting the said bus at the barrier, the police conducted a search and found 2 sealed brown boxes containing the drugs. The driver, Joseph Nkrumah, 37 years, was immediately arrested. And during interrogation, he mentioned one Perpetua, a native of Ayamfree, as the owner of the drugs. On the next day, that is 14 February 2026, whilst investigations was underway, the said owner of the drugs, together with 3 others, namely Diana Mensah, 40, Abna Neya, 43 years, and Nanekia, 35 years, showed up at the same Chopiasi barrier with a cash of 50,000 Ghana cedis to grease the palms of the police. The police took the money and immediately arrested suspect Perpetua and her 3 friends for further investigations. The cash of 50,000 Ghana cedis is also retained for evidential purposes. Meanwhile, the suspects will be put before court today, Monday, 16 February 2026, on a provision under the Public Health Act 2012, Act 851. Prohibited sale of drugs, herbal medicinal products, cosmetics, medical devices, and other household chemical substances. The Ashanti South Regional Police Command is hereby reiterating its warning to criminals to avoid the jurisdiction in the course of perpetrating their nefarious trade, as they would find the Ashanti South terrain very hostile.
Tertiary students lament on financial difficulties as a result of delayed payment to cocoa farmers, affecting their ability to pay school fees. This was highlighted by the president of TESCON at the University of Education during a meeting with the minority leader Alexander Fenyo-Macken. According to Emmanuel Osei, the delayed payments have caused significant hardship for farmers and their families. Although Cocoa Board had agreed to purchase cocoa at 3,625 per 64 kilogram bag, cocoa farmers are still waiting for payment, citing funding challenges and market conditions. However, government has directed Cocoa Board to commence immediate repayment to affected farmers.
Leader, you know that most of us, our parents are farmers, and then they depend on this to pay our fees. Yes. As we speak now, when you go to our campuses, most of our people are struggling with school fees. Exactly. And it's not affecting NDC nor MPP, it's affecting the entire students. So it means that this haircut is not just affecting our fathers and our parents in the house, it's affecting we, the students. Leadership, we have our colleagues from the nursing college here. They promised them automatic posting. Leader, we've not seen it.
In response, the minority leader Alexander Pinomakin urges government to pay cocoa farmers. Speaking to TESCON members, he argued that while the administration of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo managed to pay matured coupons and public sector wages despite the economic crisis, it must also honor its obligations to cocoa farmers.
I fell from nowhere. Monsieur, world market price BB until no all be lie. Until no what so for the first time in the history of Ghana, cocoa equafo omo price per bag yate so. Ebin see that. It has never happened. Even during Gold Coast, when the colonial masters attempted to do politics with cocoa, if you recall the history of NLM, Asante Chiame Bafo Oseya to go and read. He took the matter up with cocoa farmers because he himself was a cocoa farmer and fought the colonial government. That he NTSS modi e cocoa call England. Even then, our colonial masters respected the cocoa farmers. Then today, our friends have money to buy presidential jets, but you can't find money to pay cocoa farmers. When Ghana had this economic crisis after the COVID, and by the way, everybody knows that COVID was a shake-up where over a year there was no activity. In such difficult circumstances, Akufo-Addo and his government managed to pay every public sector worker. Not a single month. And the police ni bi ni pay amba, soldier ni bi ni pay amba, teacher ni bi ni pay amba, nurse ni bi. Wa show mo ye aban adwuma nyina. Papa we ene na ban make sure say busumi bia etioka. And ahuche buy. Ahuche buy and say, oh, obi akoto investment, aban investment, or say mato bond. Ebia nimpano or the 10,000 and or the koto bond. Or expect to say busum miensentem biano, obenya interest. Ebia 2,000. The buy and say, ahuche buy no, aban en fanisi nisanka capital no. Nipanisi kateno, the government did not touch it. What the government did was on the interest. What the NDC guys call the haircut. Government negotiated that, look, we are in crisis. So please bear with us. Your principal is intact, but we want to reschedule your interest so that we could lower the interest, not your principal. Even so, we paid a hard price for it, correct? Our friend said, Omunti Vida.
Plan International Ghana is urging media practitioners to adopt more ethical reporting practices when covering sensitive issues involving children and females. The call was made by Eric Ayaba, head of programs at Plan International Ghana, who cautioned that stereotypical journalism and sensationalism can undermine the depth, accuracy, and impact of stories. He emphasized that judging victims and vulnerable groups can have a negative impact on the narrative and individuals involved. The appeal is part of effort to promote media ethics and responsible reporting.
Groups falling in the trap of sensationalism. I'm sure you agree with me. Sometimes stereotyping. And I believe strongly you all know how stereotyping does to society. Or victim blaming. Why did this young lady wear this type of dress? Why did this young lady accept a call from a foreigner within 24 hours and just went in there? The moment you begin to blame the victim, note that you are almost cutting off the most important information that you would have gotten to help tell the truth about the story. We are here today to reaffirm or to refine a practice that prioritizes dignity over headlines, safety over clicks, and development over propaganda. Let us look at all these critical areas. We are looking for the positive things, the things that are our values and are able to improve on our development agenda, rather than the others that will only create a sensational society.
A coalition of unpaid teachers is calling on the regional minister to intervene in their prolonged salary crisis. The teachers recruited in 2023 have worked over 25 months without receiving their salaries due to administrative challenges. They are appealing to the minister to help resolve the issue, citing severe financial hardship and professional undermining. The coalition is urging government to address their concern.
Currently, we are here at the regional minister place to submit a petition to him concerning about our unpaid salary since 2020. Since 25 months now, we've been working, no salaries, and the situation is not good for us at all because our lives as now is at stake. Our borrowers, our lenders are attacking us for their repayments, and we can't pay them back. Some of us, we leave our villages and we were at where we were posted to teach, and paying rent and transportation altogether is not easy. Feeding with that salary for 25 months is not easy on our side. So we are pleading with authorities to intervene because we want them to pay us all the 25 months unpaid salary to us to solve our financially problems. So please, we are begging them. They should look into the matter with emergency because it's not easy as we are talking. We are pleading with them to do something for us.
The Ashanti Region Sanitation Tricycle Riders Association is urging riders to sign up for National Health Insurance Scheme to protect their health and well-being. The appeal aims to promote health awareness and encourage riders to prioritize their well-being. The association is also seeking government support to sustain the effort and ensure riders access quality health care.
Yenya report no say baby eyare because also ball no so ye yare bi onu ma for yare fer by this metmaga specialist na be hu ye and say obe hu say got ball no nsuo no it be good skin mu sometimes no be say ujuju hu kakra ni ma obe say no ma ekuro na adwa na ko different side which like say ade e hard no say ade no so e chiw sa na ultimate book more than 5,000 na wonya wo ho and the ball no de yare de ho pa. But no, yes, we are get to almost say anytime almost long sleeves. That was long hand. Any gloves, no nose mask, no protect with the element in the wallet in boot, no. And only other me a boy, but I read in the requirement. Your quality cases basic on that sector. Do honor any else insurance. And motor edman on way. And a motor will be at me see. A total of 3 fresh accident I see all Kwanho. Obo say you have 2 medical to the hospital, no. Doctors what we say, and if I call insurance only be. Na e kana be doso e de amaye eti ekonu for na tena sa hu se no e wo se insurance na de e de ma omo na se de be ya brano bra yem bompa asset be si na esi a na e kwa na bibia so easy a e de amaye e na ya saudi afasa akonya so e de educate omo se anytime bia no omo make sure that say health insurance de ma omo no brano mo for hospital go bi wo chest car for checking no o hu se skati bi ma no by insurance no o na so hospital ne dia e be easy amana my doctor no brano no o check but if you aduma na e it is a yanhwe ama get to more about eno a eno so yade ebe hardware yeso boys no ehu ehia pa yem pese yare enye omo it ele time bia no em say na say ya che gloves e che detto e che samina e de omo free said be a omo be prevent omo and e safa ko yan sa tro omo say sa debt on anytime no brown o dware a make sure that say sa debt on udu we say so no bi na wa say debt on bi da gum na o da dware samina no e ma omo say lubricated soap e che ma omo so mahu say de enu samina no so ete ya sa che gloves e da ma omo say de be omo so be friend omo e boa yare a be de e be so e ma omo ite na ma hu say ne yes excess here na ye ma sanitation transport association say ye boa omo ama omo ye de obo omo ban say de be yare e ma ne che omo no brano mo fa health insurance no enko na omo fa ekodi enwa adwuma e be boa aboa ye na say de be boa omo Ghana say no ene ya say mo say insurance mo omo no ye ne mperifo no bi kasa say de be a saban no betimi aso ya say so be boa ye because we share sanitation transport association no ye individual by private sector ye ni under government bia by Jumedia government bia about sanitation no ye bo mo ye no mo ye de etu ho akote KM ni Zoom line no mo ye juma pa eti ye so ye fa sakoye lesra ban ni perifon say omo boy na ka doctors for no bitimi ye de eba aba no ba no kwa no na check in no mutimi ye de check in kwa no so ye ade ye de ebe boy to no sini ade ye we ye ni super say brano no ye ni perifon be kasa no mutimi aboa ye ama ya nya sa kwan ya atimi ama boys no ayaresa no ebe ye more ebe nya energy na betimi de ayejuma no e de abo my God.
Savannah Regional Deputy Director of Public Health, Sally Fubawa, has confirmed a cerebrospinal meningitis outbreak in the region, with 1 reported death and 7 suspected cases. The cases are currently receiving treatment, with an investigation in progress to determine the causes and scope of the outbreak in the region.
Savannah region is part of the meningitis belt. And from the beginning of the year to date, we've had a number of cases. We have 7 cases in total. 1 has been confirmed. There are 3 that results are pending, and there are 3 that have tested negative for meningitis. The 1 case that was confirmed positive for meningitis is from Sola, Tuna Caliber. This case reported to the hospital unconscious, and doctors tried all that they could, but the patient passed away after some hours. The death we have found out is usually due to late reporting. When patients report late, it's difficult. The chances have become very slim for doctors to bring recovery. So our education has been on residents reporting early when they see the symptoms of meningitis. The symptoms of meningitis include fever, headache. Someone who has meningitis may also experience neck pain or neck stiffness. There may be nausea and vomiting, confusion, among others. So we, as part of our strategy, as a region, we have a coordinating team that kind of meet weekly to coordinate the activities and review how far we are doing in order to re-strategize. We realized our main focus should be on getting the people to know and to be aware and to report early, because when they report early, it's better for us. So far, if you compare what we have to what we had last year, I think last year, as at this time, we had 10 cases, and then this time we had 7. Even though last year we had 10 cases, we didn't have any mortality. Okay, so we have more cases last year than we have this year, but we have a mortality this time which we didn't have last year. All but 2 of our districts have not reported cases. We've had cases in Sola, North Gonja, Central Gonja, West Gonja, but we haven't had a case from East Gonja and Northeast Gonja. So we are asking people to
In business, the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana has revealed that the country losses an estimated 5.7 billion annually due to heavy reliance on tomato import, inefficient local production systems, and weak value addition infrastructure. In a statement issued on Monday, the chamber described the situation as an economic drain equivalent to 1.2% of the country's gross domestic product. The disclosure formed part of the unveiling of a national tomato production strategy developed in partnership with key stakeholders across the tomato value chain. According to the chamber, Ghana spends between 650 million and 760 million annually on importing fresh tomatoes and tomato paste. The country imports between 75,000 and 100,000 metric tons of fresh tomatoes and 78,000 to 100 metric tons of tomato paste each year, making it the world's second largest importer of tomato paste after Germany. However, Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana stressed that the true cost of import dependency extends far beyond direct import bills. It estimates Ghana losses between 180 million and 220 million annually in uncollected taxes, including income tax, value-added tax, and corporate taxes due to undeveloped local industry. The chamber further noted that post-harvest losses remains a major setback to domestic production. An estimated 175 million to 250 million worth of locally grown tomatoes rot each year due to inadequate cold storage facilities, accounting for 30 to 45%. Beyond these losses, the broader economic impact include an estimated 4.5 billion in foregone wages. Instead, those economic benefits accrue to foreign farmers and processors supplying Ghanaian market. The Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana also highlighted the security implication of cross-border tomato trade, referencing recent violence in Burkina Faso that has affected Ghanaian traders. To reverse the trend, the chamber proposed a 3.2 billion investment under its national tomato production strategy aimed at transforming the sector, reducing imports by 600 million annually, generating 220 million in tax revenues, and strengthening domestic production capacity. The chamber maintained that urgent investment and policy alignment are critical to safeguarding national food security, protecting traders, and retaining billions of cedis within the local economy. To sports, Asante Kotoko interim coach Prince Yao Osu has admitted their title ambitions have been dented following the defeat to Heart of Oak in the Ghana Premier League. Baba Adamu's 14th minute Luton condemned the Porcupine to their first defeat at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The loss dropped Kotoko to 5th on the table, 9 points adrift of leaders Mediama SC. It was Owusu's first match at the helm following the resignation of Karim Zito. Kotoko, who now outside the top 4, will be eager to respond when they face Young Apostles on March Day 23rd. Also in sports, Karela United brought to an end Dreams FC's 6-game unbeaten run over the weekend as they defeated them in the Ghana Premier League. The two teams met on March Day 22 of Ghana's top flight at the Tuba AstroTurf as Dreams, who were the home side, looked to continue their fine form. However, Karela had other ideas as Al-Hassan Ali scored the only goal of the game in additional time to hand the visitors all 3 points. The win takes Karela to 7th position on the league table, while Dreams FC dropped to 13th ahead of the next round of fixtures. In showbiz, ICGC Christ Temple is at Tashi came alive as hundreds filled the auditorium for this year's Awake experience with Dinah Hamilton. The night opened with worship, slowly drew the congregation. It opened with song ministration that slowly set the tone. Voices blended, instruments played smoothly, and the congregation eased into worship. Gospel musician Sisi Bedu was among the first to take the stage, delivering a heartfelt ministration that blended passion with control. His performance warmed up the auditorium, setting spiritual tone for the night. Then Nana Yaufori Atta stepped forward and shifted the energy completely. With confidence and rhythm, he moved the crowd into a charged and vibrant atmosphere where he performed his popular songs. The response was immediate. South African gospel powerhouse Ntokoza led the audience into an intense session of spirit-led worship, drawing the entire auditorium into unified adoration. As the nights progressed, Dinah shifted fully into praise. The tempo increased, drums were louder, the energy rose. By the final songs, the audience could not remain seated. By the end of the program, Awake Experience delivered more than music. It delivered moments of worship, celebration, and unity. On some international update, the African Forum Network on Debt and Development is calling on African leaders to support a United Nations Framework Convention on Sovereign Debt. This convention aims to address the continent's escalating debt crisis and promote economic justice. African Forum, a network on debt and development, emphasizing that Africa's debt burden is a result of centuries of exploitation and inequitable global economic systems. She urges leaders to demand reparations and chart a path towards economic sovereignty. The proposed convention would establish a structured, legally binding process for debt restructuring, prioritizing human rights and socio-economic development. Key figures include global debt registry, neutral arbitration tribunals, state-conjugated clauses, and binding obligations. Meanwhile, Africa's total public debt has surged to 2.14 trillion in 2024, with 22 countries in debt distress. The continent's debt to GDP ratio has risen from 44.4% to 66.7% in 2024. And that's a wrap on the morning news update. Thank you so much for making time with me. Don't forget to log on to all streaming platforms at GhanaTalks Radio for more news updates. My name is Deborah Adoso. Good morning.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
GhanaTalks Radio a ɛwɔ UK abrɛkyimɛmu ɛna afroman Ghana mu ha ɛde sound system mekyerɛ spinning machine papa ɛfiri amanane aba begu ɔman Ghana mu ha enti sɛ woyɛ ayie woyɛ engagement woyɛ wedding woyɛ birthday party political parties a moyɛ rally sɛ moyɛ asɔre a moyɛ crusade So we'll book carnival or any kind of event. Now we'll pay spinning machine papa a boa sound in the moon at the dia any may come for GTR sounds at the amount. Your live band in so our tones at the frame ya beat me ababeboa ama ujumedia woody and so at me I come up. Yawo enkan pupuni mantemo anya aponchi hotel ahope pepe ena yebutu odi ane se wo be frɛ empanifo ɛwɔ 0546960510 GTR sounds emu wode angaza.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare.
Regina Bless.
Deborah Adoso.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Good morning to you once again. You are welcome to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. You're welcome to the second segment of the show. And as you know it, we come along with knowledgeable guests who are going to dive into the issues. They're already on top of issues and they can't wait to dive into the issues and share their perspectives on issues that matter to you every morning right here on the show. This is your favorite online radio station. We are streaming live on Facebook at Ghana Talks Radio, on YouTube at Ghana Talks Radio, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Ghana Talks Radio. And I can't wait to, welcome my gentlemen. Two, giant gentlemen. They are here to protect me, but they are here to, also dive into the issues. So as you know it, we have from the NPP and then we have from the NDC as well. Today is going to be a very insightful conversation, and I know you can't wait as well. So to get it interactive and more engaging, you can send in your comments. We'll read it and then, we'll let you know what they have to say with that. This morning, I have sitting right here in the studio the man in white, Mr. Isaka. Is it Mahmoud? Yes. Mahmoud Isaka. He is the former 10 president and communications team member, right? And we also have Mr. Emmanuel Chambers, the man in the African print. You're exploring Ghana. Tomorrow is Fugu Day. So we have Mr. Emmanuel Chambers, the NPP communications team member as well. Mr. Chambers, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
The pleasure is mine.
You're looking good.
Many thanks.
Tomorrow will you wear Fugu? Tomorrow is Fugu Day. Tomorrow is Wednesday.
I love this country.
Yeah.
So I always want to represent my country. So in any case, I have
wear
to be in Fugu tomorrow.
Yeah,
yes.
You have to be in Fugu tomorrow.
Exactly.
Tomorrow, dear, you have to be in Fugu.
I will
the
try.
president says Fugu. I'm very positive tomorrow himself he'll be wearing Fugu.
Oh, the president.
The president. I mean, he made that,
you can
declaration.
Say the law, or you can say something.
Leadership by example.
Exactly.
So definitely, the president also has to be in Fugu.
We just hope so.
Yeah, Fugu Day. Zambia for the Asamaba. Mr. Isaka.
Yes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, where did you go to?
Oh, I'm around.
You're around?
Yes.
Around, and we don't see you around.
at first, previous years, we were all in the house. But right now, Yakokro.
Ijuma bana.
Ijuma they are brothers. Some
of us are not even getting you see how selfish this people can be.
They're selfish.
Who's that? I say, you don't even get cut. Yes, that is the thing.
Oh my God. Obia, hey, this is now job is in town. That's why
when you even saw cotton, they will buy. Even pin, they will buy. Blade,
they will buy.
So it tells you how the country is moving.
Oh, I see. I see.
Right from here, I'll contact you so that you teach me the way.
He will show you the way.
No problem.
He will show you
the way. They will show you.
Right. Welcome once again to the morning show. Right. So today, our conversation is going to be an all-round conversation. It's going to be politics and then whatsoever. Okay. But before we dive into the main topic for discussion this morning, I saw a press release from Cocoa Board. Yeah, let me read it out and let me know what you think. I know the reply some people will give already, but me, I'll still read it. I'll still hear from you.
How do you know?
So this is from Ghana Cocoa Board. To all media houses, Cocoa Board management and senior staff pay cuts. The executive management and senior staff of Cocoa Board have effectively today, that was yesterday, reduced their salaries for the remainder of the 2025-2026 crop year in recognition of the current liquidity challenges in the cocoa industry. The executive management has taken a 20% cut, while the senior staff have taken 10% reduction in their respective salaries. This decision and other cost-cutting measures in procurement and a staff rationalization exercise are aimed at reducing the overall expenditure of Cocoa Board and aligning costs with revenue, issued by Chief Executive. When I saw it, I was like, hey, am I seeing right? Or is AI that did this one? But I've seen it flying and I've seen it on credible news portals, and I was like, then it is true. I think this is the first time in history.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's my salary will be cut off because the company is faced government. Mr. Isaka.
I
think it's not the first time. It's not the first time. It's not the first. Did it happen in your administration? Did you cut?
Exactly.
Oh, which sector?
The ministers.
The ministers.
Yes.
You reduced their, but they were still getting
30,
certain allowance.
Just like these people also be getting. That is just a form. So I just want to say that this is not the first time.
This is not the first time.
30% in 2022.
But what challenges were you facing as at that time?
That was as a result of the fact that we were experiencing the global pandemic.
Is it the COVID?
The COVID and other.
I mean, the COVID they donated. So which challenges?
All the ministers agreed that they were going to cut 30% of their salaries, which includes the president.
So where did those monies go to?
Of course, it's just like how you and I here wouldn't know where this cut off. You are talking about the cocoa sector.
No, but this one is just beginning. Your own was fast, and I so what did those monies?
What you were saying, even the MPs were part.
So I am drawing attention to
the MPs were part.
I am just saying that this is not the first time that salaries have been cut.
Okay.
You understand? As to whether the money was used, however it was used, there was a cut.
Okay.
Oh no, but the cut is supposed to sort out something.
So
what did they solve?
How convinced are you that?
So what did your administration, the cuts you people said you did? What did they solve? What problem was it solving?
So many things.
Such as.
Well, it could be used, or that monies were used in the roads constructions. It was used in feeding people during the quarantine time. It was used in maybe financing some of our policies to enroll and a whole lot.
I see.
It also helps building this digitalization system. Everyone is
me every day. Digitalization, you people.
It's a big thing. I mean, it's not easy. That now the very people that were against the digitalization, they are ahead. They have started enrolling the immigration forms so that if you want to write your aptitude test, you don't waste time to even go to anywhere before then this. Anyways, let's go on.
I think this thing started this year. This digitalization is talking about. But let me go into the digitalization.
But they still want to take credit for
yes,
that.
You see,
so you are saying you are taking away the credit of digitalization from us.
I expect some of us, when we are sitting here, we should argue with facts. How did the digitalization started? Which system are we using now? We also John Dramani Mahama, the digital system he commissioned. That was the genesis of all these things. I hope you are getting it.
Yeah.
So it is something we don't use digitalization development to do what? To say it is Nanado or Bamia who brought it. This is something that the country is trying to develop. It's a structure that we are all following. At first, the phone you are using, it is not what smart as it is today. It tells you that we are developing as a world, not only Ghana alone. The world is developing. So you don't tell me, oh, but you just leave it. He's talking about 20% cutoff. We are talking about authority. Cocoa Board is an authority that they pay themselves.
Yeah.
I hope you are getting the point. They are not taking their salaries from controller. That Ministry of Finance is going to give controller the go ahead to pay them. The money still remains in the coffers of what? Cocoa Board.
Of the company.
I hope you are getting it.
Yes.
And this is leadership by example. Today, the CEO, and now they said the senior staff, right? And I know the junior staffs are going to follow by what? Not allowing Cocoa Board to be paying them some incentives. They started, the president donated his what? 6 months salary to Mama Care. I hope you are getting my point. So this is the habit of the NDC. This is what we do. It's tradition.
That is what you are known for.
That is what we are known for.
Wow.
I hope you get it. We also, the number of people who donated when Mama said he has donated his what? His 6 months. You could see some MPs standing up. I've donated my 2 months. Some ministers saying my 3 months, 4 months. This is our habit. And what? Today the CEOs are following what we are doing. And now senior staffs. Look how they said was senior staffs.
Senior staff.
Whether MPP, NDC, it's an agreement of the senior staffs who they what? They agreed because of the what? The crisis Cocoa Board is going inside now. They understand the problem of Cocoa Board. I see my people arguing about this Cocoa Board issue, but I know maybe we'll go there. But right now we are talking about the 20% cutoff, and the senior staffs are saying 10%. Maybe we are also waiting for the what? The junior staffs to come out and say maybe them to the agreeing maybe 5% cutoff and other stuff, so that we can all fix this problem.
Right. So this cutoff that they've initiated, is it to pay the cocoa farmers or to settle the debts the previous administration left, or
you see,
where would this cut be channeled to?
Yeah. You see, this cutoff is going to help in a lot of things. One, they are not going to spend much as they are spending already on salaries. Cocoa Board is paying a lot of workers. 10% cutoff is not easy.
It's not easy.
I hope you are getting.
In fact, it's 100,000.
Because right now Cocoa Board is going for a loan to pay some of the farmers. What happened was that, you see, when they sat in cabinet after the agreement, this cut of buying of cocoa that they are talking about, it's not about the tons that is on the 50,000 tons that is already there. They are talking about the new cocoa beans that the farmers are coming to sell. That is where the prices is going to what? Is going to affect them. But those who have already sold their farmers to the krachi, that's what they call the cocoa krachi. The cocoa krachi, they sell the cocoa, the normal farmers sell it to the cocoa krachi, and the cocoa krachi sells the cocoa to Cocoa Board.
So it's like a betweener.
A betweener. So you have already sold the farmer has already sold it to the cocoa krachi. So he's expecting his actual money. So which means now Mama has ordered Cocoa Board to go and search for a loan so that they pay the farmers who have already sold their cocoa.
And where do you intend to get that loan from?
We are going to get it. Mama is a magician.
Because I know you had the syndicated loan and it was crashed.
Yes.
That was where you take the loan to pay the farmers. Yes. And now that loan then it's not there again. Now you have to go and look for a loan.
Yes, after forcing will find his resellers.
Hey.
So you know what we do. NDC, you know what we do.
At least they should be transparent with us. We have to know where the loan will come from.
Definitely the finance minister is going to come out.
It's going to
show us where the loan is coming from.
Right.
Like how we indicated to Ghanaian what their 1 Ghana cedi fuel is being used for. And today it has been a while that my brother has even seen light out in his house. It tells you that the car that is taking,
I experienced
the
some
one
last
CD,
week.
yes,
And even
just
this week
they are
as
just
well.
trying to check the temperature of your bulb in the house for you to know. Yes, let's be fair to each other. When was the last time you saw light out in your
Oh,
house?
Master, my area, if you are not saying,
Okay, last
Where do you
week.
stay?
But last week, but it didn't keep long.
That's maintenance.
It wasn't having.
That
up
is
to
not
2
called
minutes.
so. That is maintenance.
Listen, on Saturday, some areas, which includes I would say and some other areas.
Did you ask
that
what
was
happened?
No,
I think there was there was a press release stating which areas will be affected by the light.
So if I'm in that and you say the last time you experienced
Oh,
those,
my brother.
I think
Let's be fair to the NDC.
no,
The one city that the drivers are paying, it is paying off.
We are all paying no because
Yes,
my lorry fare is
that is
inside.
it. You see, and we are all enjoying. We are enjoying from this thing. I hope you are getting it.
Yeah.
So the 20% cutoff, I think, is a good steps. Although it's not going to do that much, but it is something that is going to help Cocoa Board. Like the way they are saying, they are going to cut off maybe some small expensive that they are doing, so that they will not be spending much. Because when you are in a crisis, you know how to do what, how to spend.
You know how to spend. Mr. Chambers.
Yes, the 20% cutoff.
20 and 10.
20 and 10.
Yes.
By the Cocoa Board. I think it's a good way, and it's on the surface appearing to us that they are very much concerned about the cry
of the farmers.
We had thought that the NDC government would have enrolled bailouts to support the cocoa farmers.
A bailout from where?
I mean, granting support to the cocoa farmers. People have
in,
done
in what way? Is it with money or?
You see, when the world market of cocoa is reduced, you don't necessarily allow it to affect the producer so much.
But the government will also run at a loss, don't you think?
No. You see, enrolling a bailout could not be cash. It could be items and so many other things. During the time
so
of
something
MPP,
sort of like a compensation,
of course, to the farmers. Yeah. So I also I'm so sorry for the cocoa farmers, and whatever is happening, we are all concerned about them. Yes, the NDC government might have a reason for cutting down the producer prices of cocoa, but it shouldn't have been done that way.
We don't set the prices.
That is why. That
is
why we are saying
right now Cote d'Ivoire to us reduce their price. We don't set the price.
That is why we are saying of the view that they should have enrolled a bailout to support the farmers.
Don't worry, I'll be back.
Talking about the issue of cutting salary from the Cocoa Board. If you look at the CEO of Cocoa Board, he's one of the most well-paid person in this country.
In the country,
aside
the president.
See, look, I said one of it. They are many, but if you take the salary, his salary is more than most of the ministers.
How much?
He takes home around 69,000 Ghana cedis.
Hey.
If you check, you can do your checks. You do it. Even somewhere it is more than the the other incentives and other things attached to his salary. Take home. You can do the check.
69,000 Ghana cedis.
So
that is what
huge.
He
takes home.
So you think this 20% will not do anything?
20% is still what he will still take home is still more than some of the ministers' salaries and some other people. But we want to acknowledge his concern. But how would this salary go a long way to change the dynamics or the issues in cocoa sector?
But at
we
least
need responsible steps. It will sort out something, no doubt about it. But then the fact that they just announced it does not necessarily means that they are going to implement it. And even if they are even if they are implementing it, how much at the end of the day, how much would they generate from the salaries? And how much at all do we need to pay the cocoa farmers? Do you know the number of people who are involved in cocoa farming?
But
look, the issue at hand here is that we need the cocoa farmers really need a lot of support.
Yes,
and
we get
that. The cocoa farmers are crying, and they are crying onto the government because of the promises people made make the current government made to them in going into 2024 elections. You see, that is a challenge we have. If I tell you I will give you 10,000 Ghana cedis, then at the end of the day, I'm coming to maybe it is in a form of agreement. You have bought my conscience by telling me that if you give me your mandate, I am going to do this for you. At the end of the day, the mandate was given. You did not also adjust to the promises you made for me. Whatever you tell you comes to tell me, I might not even believe it.
Right. I think.
And so the cocoa farmers are paying taxes. Every one of us is paying taxes.
Everyone is paying taxes.
You understand? If the people are very genuine in their way, the CEO of Cocoa Board, he has been defending a lot. We heard his comments on social media and all that.
Defending
he has been defending
the issue, which is the crisis.
The crisis.
The crisis
and
they're facing.
In fact, attributing the whole issue to the previous administration. That is the previous government, Nana Bawumia-led administration, which I think is over a year. If you have been appointed and you are part of the people who are saying we are going to reset the country, you should have generated a very good initiatives of policy. You have come to meet a situation. You are right, which you think it is not good, it's not best. Now you have waited more than a year. You have not even enrolled any policy to tackle the issue, and you call yourself competent. Now you are coming to tell us that you are going to reduce your salary to a way help in the issue. We have no problem with that, provided that reduction would reflect in the cocoa sector. And I'm telling you that cocoa farmers will still cry. We need a lot more than what they are talking about. If this is their plan, I don't think that plan will work for us. They should use our taxes to make sure that they sort the cocoa farmers out.
Right.
Because the cocoa has remained one of the pillars of our economy and contributing so much to our economic development, so we don't have to joke with it.
You don't have to joke with it. I get you, but I don't think I will agree with you when you say that that the cut they are cutting from their salary is not going to do anything. Mind you that we don't have just one person working at Cocoa Board.
I understand.
Good. We have lots of workers at the Cocoa Board, and if they are slashing 20% to 10% from everybody's salary, you think that money will not go a long way?
I am saying that.
At least, if I'm not wrong, you will pay about 3 to 4 farmers. Half a loaf of bread is better than none.
Oh, okay. So you think
because if you say that money is not going to do anything, I don't think that will be fair.
Listen, let's look at it from this angle.
The MPP are not being fair.
No.
Because assuming you take 1,000 cedis and they are cutting 20%, how would you feel? I don't think you will be happy.
Have you calculated out of the 69,000 or whatever the CEO is taking? If I'm right, I think the salary is even more than that. I'm just using the 69.
Okay. So you're estimating it.
Yes. If you are calculating 20% of the salary, how much would that be? Do you know how much we need at the cocoa sector? Do you know how much we're taking from the cocoa loan syndication?
But little bit.
I am saying
makes a mighty ocean.
You see, we need to move from this posture where we want to attribute things to be like some people care and others don't care. The fact is that we need a lot at the cocoa sector. We need to revamp the sector. Right.
Which means there's a problem there, right?
Yeah, you said there's a problem. If there's no problem, the cocoa farmers
are...
We've heard from some of your people who admitted that there were problems.
Look, Chambers, my brother.
I was just about ending.
Okay, you just...
Okay, end.
We said, the CEO of Cocoa Board told us that there is a lot we have to do at the cocoa sector. If you go back to look at the loan syndication Dr. Brian Achampo ended in the MPP's regime, we were taking huge amount. And I'm saying that one syndicated loan could pay at least 7 months' salaries of all workers at the cocoa sector.
Why did they end their syndicated loans?
I think the syndicated loan was ended just to generate money for us, and because of mismanagement, the current mismanagement at the cocoa sector. That is what we are. You see, the long and short of the story is that when the cocoa loan started, it started over 32 years now.
Way back.
Now, do you know that the international communities that were giving us the loan, the banks that were giving us the loan, they were taking 8% of the interest from the loan we are going to pay. Right. These monies were given out to the cocoa board. They used to resource the farmers, and after their harvest, we will now sell it to the people that have given us the loan. They make 8% interest from it. And so Dr. Brian Achampon, the Agric Minister by then, thought it wise that, look, why don't we make sure that we resource the farmers locally so that the interest will now be coming to the government. So it was expected that ending the cocoa loan syndication, we would be getting an amount of 150 million Ghana cedis annually. That was the estimation. And
without the loan.
Yeah, without the loan. That was a big shift. It means that Ghana, we were losing 150 million Ghana cedis
as interest
annually.
For the
interest for the loan.
Right. Mr. Isaka.
My sister, I think my brother is not being fair to the cocoa.
It means he doesn't even appreciate the cuts.
I do.
I do. From your submission, you made it clear from your submission.
No. I didn't say that.
No.
I do. No,
Mr. Chambers.
I do. Let me end it.
No.
Let me end it.
No.
Wallahi, I do. Wallahi, I do. She said something.
Your time, I'm coming.
Your time will come.
She's the host.
No.
She's the host. She said something. I have to correct it.
Your time will come.
I have to correct it. My argument is that I am being fair. I appreciate. But I'm saying that will not solve the problem. That will not solve the entire problem.
Okay.
If it's some farmers we pay, who is going to be paid? Who is going to be left out?
You okay. Let's be fair here. Let's educate each other here. In Nanado's regime, when you divide the cocoa, the money into three, they give the farmers one, isn't it?
And how much were they making us at that time?
Oh, I think they were making
I think what you know.
Almost like 6,000 to 7,000.
6,000, 667 something.
I hope they're getting it. They give them one, right?
Let me just.
I think you should confirm that.
Yeah.
Wait, they give the cocoa farmers one. Let's be fair here. I want us to educate each other here. They give the cocoa farmers one, right? My brother Chambers. And Mama said, I'm coming. And Mama said he's going to increase it to what? 70%. That's what Mama said.
Mama said he was going to increase 70% of the FOB.
No,
FOB.
wait. He said he's going to increase when they share the money, when they divide the money into three. You give the cocoa farmers 2, and they will take 1. I hope you are getting it.
Yeah.
FOB.
That's what we said. Wait, cocoa farmers, their money when you sell the cocoa, the money is they are supposed to divide the money into 3. The cocoa farmer will take 1.
And they are supposed to take the larger share.
The cocoa farmer will take 2. You will take 1.
And you will take 1.
1. That is what we use for cocoa rows. That's what we use to for this thing, cocoa scholarships. I hope you are getting it. And then the farmers were buying the fertilizers. Let's be fair to each other.
They were buying it themselves.
Yes.
So after the government has paid them, they will have to take fertilizer money out of the money.
The farmers were buying fertilizers themselves. Today we are giving cocoa seeds for free.
For free.
And you know. Today the farmers we are giving the farmers fertilizers. Or you don't see us sharing fertilizers for the farmers.
This is
at first, those time you were selling the fertilizers. We all saw it in this country. They were selling the fertilizers. Let's put that one aside. Today, the money, when you divide the money into 3, when we came, we increased their money to 60%. And Mama said, no, I promised the cocoa farmers 70%. So do their money what 70%. And 30% goes to the government. Since last year, were we not paying the cocoa farmers the 70%? We were paying them.
Really?
Yes.
What's your calculation of paying the?
We were paying them. When we divide the money into 3, we give them 2, we take 1.
So at what point did we have
this thing happen?
A shift in the global market price?
This started ending of last year.
Okay. Which was around November, October?
Yes, that is where this thing started.
Okay, so that is where we started encountering.
Yes. So that is where the 50 million tons that we have, it was put on hold. Go and check. I heard Cote d'Ivoire have almost 350 million tons of cocoa that they have not even sold it yet.
Wow.
Because of the market price.
The market price.
That is why Mama is saying, so far as the farmer has already sold the cocoa to the Kratchi. And he's expecting his actual money. Go and look for loan. And when you sell the 50 tons, add it and pay them the prices. Their money that you promised them. But if they are coming to sell their cocoa again, let them know this is the price.
Wow.
I hope you are getting the point. And do you know these companies that we have, this Nestle and other stuff, do you know they import the cocoa? That's why before after the cabinet, before the finance minister will come out, they sat down with all the companies in the country who make good use of the cocoa for their cocoa tea, the cocoa milo and stuffs. That is why Mama is saying now we are not going to import the cocoa outside the country, but we are going to give almost 80 to 90% of the cocoa to the manufacturers here in Ghana
to process it here.
And they ask them, can they process it? Some have the means of processing, some don't have the means. And could you imagine within according to them, they can even process almost 350 million tons within a month. I hope you are getting the point. We are not appreciating the new measures that the president brought after the cabinet meeting, but we are here talking about the cocoa farmers, their money. We know their money is with us, which is the 50 million tons that they sold to the cocoa crutch. The farmers, some are not complaining. But ask yourself, but Miracle Abuaji and his people.
I saw him on ground.
Let's be fair to each other. Not all farmers are complaining. The farmers are complaining of their money with the government.
But not with the country. Right.
I hope you are getting it.
Yes.
Abiding TI. And the Abai has not sold the cocoa because of the what? The price.
The price.
Because Abiding top cocoa na Sikano, the money will not be enough to pay them because of what? The money they promised them.
Right.
But previous years, they were paying them the 70%. They were okay. We are giving free fertilizers and stuff. We are giving them medicine for their farmers, for the farm.
For the farm.
And they were appreciating it. I hope you are getting the point.
Right.
But the new measures that we have brought in line, the MPP people, they don't what? They don't care about the new measures. Today, now that Ghanaians are going to do what? Process their own cocoa bean, we don't care. But all you care about is the money. And you are not even appreciating that we move that money from that 40-30% you are giving the farmers to 70%. That one you don't appreciate it. But you are here talking about, you are telling me what impact would 20% cut off. Oh, at least
Right. I don't know if you've seen the press conference from, is it TESCOM?
Yeah,
TESCOM. The TESCOM president at the University of Education, Winneba, and they are saying that students are struggling to pay their fees due to delays in payment to cocoa farmers, and most of whom are their parents.
But they don't complain when they benefit from the cocoa scholarship.
How,
you see, a lot of farmers' children are on cocoa scholarship, which the cocoa sector is paying.
Right. So how are they struggling? So how are they struggling to pay their fees?
You know.
So it's another propaganda. You say.
Yes, he just want to be on the media. I hope you are getting
no.
This
is coming from the minority leaders region.
Yes, that is the strategy.
You see,
and when you check, when you go and check, maybe his father is not even a farmer.
I think
look at that. I think we have to look into that.
His father is not even a farmer. We should appreciate what the cabinet has brought.
You see.
We should appreciate what the president is saying.
Exactly.
Are we not happy that we are going to process our cocoa here in the country without the companies importing the seeds, which is the cocoa, to the country? My brother, let's appreciate all of this.
Can I come in?
Yeah, 1 minute. Then we wrap up on that.
Okay, so the TESCOM president just want to be on media. That's what my respected brother here said. He just want to be on media. Very well. Then the announcement of the cut-off of cocoa board salaries 10-20%, that one just don't want to be in the media. You see the level of politics in this country. If you say that the cocoa farmers have their children enjoying the what is the policy, that is the scholarship.
Yes.
The question you should be asking yourself is, how many children are even on this scholarship? How many children do you know, and they are true cocoa farmers? I mean, there are walls of cocoa farmers enjoying the scholarship. Sometimes we enroll these things, then we get different people. In fact, rich people who are not even from cocoa areas, people who are not even farming cocoa. They even have some children enrolled their walls. Ministers, MPs enrolled their walls into these scholarships, and they are enjoying, leaving the cocoa farmer's child suffering. This is true. Nobody can argue. We live in Ghana as well as Africa. See, we don't have to always speak in favor of certain things because we are trying to protect the image of our political parties. Yes, as a communicator, you sought to protect the image of your political party, but not in all directions, that even when things are not right. So I am saying that the list you should mention here is the scholarship, enjoying by the walls of the cocoa farmers. No. How many children are enjoying? I know a lot of cocoa farmers. I know their children. I school with some of them. They are not. They have not even heard of this scholarship.
So will he come and tell you that he enjoy from scholarship?
Listen. If you are enjoying from scholarship, and I'm very close to you as a mate, definitely I will know. Sometimes
how will you know?
I have seen an NDC.
A lot of
I school with the
NDC
NDC,
but they don't even tell you.
They don't even tell you.
I tell you that. How many students do you know, notably, enjoying the cocoa scholarships, and they are two children of the cocoa farmers?
And how many friends do you have who their fathers are cocoa farmers?
So many of them. One just organized a press conference, and you say because the person is coming from the minority leaders.
They said, no.
But they say students are struggling. So it means that the whole school, their parents are farmers.
They said what? But the person is still in school.
He's in school.
Yes,
and he has had the opportunity
and
to
we have
sit.
even registered our semester courses already.
Oh my dear.
So which means he has not paid. No, he went for
because
loan.
he has supposed to pay.
You see, these things.
He went for loan. He went for loan.
Right,
But how do you
gentlemen.
know if he has paid his fees?
So he has not paid. So what is he doing?
But if you are not
What is he
affected,
doing?
why will you
Close
come?
registration.
Unfortunately, look, people, every tertiary allows it that if you don't have money to pay, you can write officially to the finance committee.
Yes.
They approve it.
Yes.
And you take part
So
in the exam.
it is allowed of all the cocoa farmers wrote to the school.
No, when they say they are
My
suffering,
brother,
listen,
we
listen,
all
we
know,
are
look
getting,
at, we
no,
all
we are
know
we are
Tescon
painting
is
this
just
thing.
doing this.
No. You see,
It's
we
just
are
a propaganda
painting.
that we are doing.
We are
Let's
painting
be
this thing.
fair to each other.
Listen, we
This
are
is just a
painting this
propaganda.
thing.
See,
with
he
a
was
different
once
picture.
a president too.
Look,
So he knows the intertones.
We did more than this in 2024.
Oh.
A lot of press conferences. So what you are saying?
I have served two different universities Tescon. I mean, I've been part of Tescon.
Nice.
One thing is that we should not sit here and speak for what we don't know.
Okay.
The students are suffering. Their very own, cells are crying that they are suffering. So I think we should be more concerned about them.
So the student
So that you pay the cocoa farmers.
The student did not. You see,
You know why I'm saying this. You know why I'm saying this. You know why I'm saying this. My father was a typical cocoa farmer. He was a young producer.
Right.
And anytime the business was not moving well, I know those days how I used to suffer in training college. And so if your father is a cocoa farmer, he has not been paid. You have succeeded in taking away the person's seat. He is not having salary. The person is not on any other external money. What do you expect the person to use to pay their children? I'm telling you, people are suffering.
They'll pay them. They say they'll pay them.
How? When?
They'll pay the cocoa farmers. And now we've seen that the cocoa board is taking action. At least they're making some efforts. They've cut down the salaries of
They just
the
don't
staff
want
there.
to admit that they messed up the cocoa sector. That is what they don't want to admit.
So
But
let's see.
I'm happy my brother said there should be a reform at the cocoa sector.
Yeah, there should
Which
be a
means
reform.
He has admitted
He has
that
admitted.
they have messed up the
No. You see,
No, we will not debate on this.
You are putting words into my mouth.
No, you said it.
We will not
You
debate
said
on
they should
this.
reform
Let's
the cocoa
proceed.
sector.
Please, let's proceed.
Chambers, you
Let's
said they should
proceed.
reform the cocoa
I
sector.
don't
let's
understand
go
your
on.
posture today.
Let's proceed.
No, you said they should reform the sector.
You don't understand my position. I'm standing for the truth. Please.
You said they should reform the
Leave me alone.
It's not easy.
Mahmoud, you see that we don't
You
understand
see,
the posture.
this is a difficult time for every MPP communicator.
They said they'll pay them.
No.
They
This
said
is not
they'll
a
pay.
difficult
So we
time
are
for you.
waiting.
They are waiting.
Chambers.
Children are crying.
They are waiting.
Children are crying, right?
Children are crying. They
We are
want to pay
waiting.
their fees.
If we'll give them some time. If they don't pay, we'll take action. You and
My
I
sister,
will do the
cocoa
press
farmers
conference.
are enjoying it. Don't mind. Cocoa farmers, they are enjoying.
Right.
Cocoa farmers, they are enjoying in case you don't know.
So that was a bit on the cocoa sector crisis and then all of that. You can also send in your suggestion. What do you think? Do you think the cut is going to go a long way to help, revitalize our cocoa sector? Do you think that this 20%, 10% cut off from the salaries of the cocoa staff is going to go a long way? We are streaming live on Facebook at GhanaTalks Radio, on YouTube at GhanaTalks Radio, and on X, formerly known as Twitter, on GhanaTalks Radio. Send in your comments, we read it, and then we will tell you what you think. Right, so at this juncture, we are going to zoom straight into the main topic for discussion this morning. Right, so over the past few weeks, we've seen elections go on. We've seen from the NPP, their primaries election. We also saw from the NDC, their also primaries election. And there are issues that have actually come up from this election that happens to do with votes buying and where these people actually get money to finance their campaign, and even go to the extent of buying TV, motorbikes, and then all of that from the where do they get their money? You've gotten such a huge amount of money to pay these people. And there being some societies who have brought up this debate that it's high time we have a conversation about it. We've also seen the review committee, the constitution review committee also suggest something that something needs to be done about it. So I think it's high time that we take this as a very vital topic that as a country we speak on, because the rate at which corruption is going on and how we are selling our democracy is becoming like a problem, and at the end is affecting we the delegates and the voters indirectly, but we don't know. What we are enjoying is that they are giving us the gift and we are taking, but mind you that the aftermath of it, you'll be the one to bear the cost. He will be in his AC and you will be in your dusty community simply because you took money. Those monies were actually supposed to be invested into your risk or so that is it. So that is the conversation we are having today. Do you think it's high time as a country we look into this and provide proper reforms to govern these things?
I think when I got this topic, I said to myself, this is a very interesting topic, and this is something that is going to help and educate us as well, especially we upcoming politicians. And you see, I believe in debate. The reason why I believe in debate, the one I'm debating with, firstly, I'm going to benefit something from the person, especially what he is going to say, his ideas and other stuff. And with this kind of issue, the more we debate about it, I think this ensure, firstly, I'll say this ensure transparency, because it will let us understand what we are up to and how to handle issues, especially with this kind of sharing of motorbikes and TVs and other stuff. The question is, normally we judge people. Let me example the one who shared the TV. If it was despite, they will not ask where he got his money from, because they already know he has money.
We know what he do.
That is the thing. Right. But I am condemning vote buying. I hope you are getting it. If you are claiming you are giving transportation to people to come and vote, that one you should have your way of doing that. But sharing television, motorbikes publicly, it tells you that the person is buying to vote, or the person is trying to buy your conscience.
So you agree with the transportation being distributed to the people to transport themselves and come?
We have many means of transport. Someone may decide to provide buses
rather than giving them money to
I don't support giving of money. I hope you are getting. Maybe you have your way of you want to give the money for the people to get their own transport and come, but you could see that it's a cocoa season too for the voters because of how the MPs, or let me say the ministers, treat them when they get the power.
The candidates.
I hope you get the candidates when they get the power. Because today, if you get the power and you not mind me for good 4 years, I believe that when you are coming back next time, what you have benefited from that 4 years, I need to get my own from it. I hope you are getting it.
Yes.
So the debate is very, very important. This will ensure transparency, and this will bring public trust too as well. Especially when you are sitting there and they are asking you how you are getting your money. I hope you are getting
That's
it.
one thing.
I know some people have maybe financiers and other stuff, but why is the person financing you? What has the person seen? And what is the person going to do? What's going to benefit? This is going to educate we the voters as well, which is the delegate, and also going to ensure transparency and public trust in you, that we are giving you the mandate. One, maybe some financier is there, he's helping you or he's financing you. Maybe he has his purpose of financing you. The purpose is maybe to get contract and other stuff from you. And imagine I'm giving you this huge amount of money. I'm financing with this money just because I want contract. When I get the contract, I can do it anyhow I want, because you will not even have any power or any authority on me because I finance you to be where you are today. So the debate is very, very important. Just because I believe in transparency, and so far this is going to bring transparency in whatever we are doing, and it's going to ensure public trust in the delegate, between me, the delegate, and what the candidate. I think it's very, very important. So I encourage and support this.
You encourage and support the debate, right, Mr. Chambers?
Well, thank you so much. I think the issue coming up is an issue we should have looked at it as a nation. The debates on how politicians finance elections is quite unfortunate. To me, it's quite unfortunate. Why? It is affecting our elections process, good governance, if you want it that way, and also it undermines the public trust. You see, in some cases, we do not get quality or qualified people to lead us. You see, the inducement of money and buying of people conscience or buying of votes is largely forbidden by our democratic principles. So enrolling a debate, well, it is a nice thing, but the question we should also be asking ourselves is there any law
exactly
guiding our elections?
Our elections.
And I can tell you that for interest of all of us, if you read Article 42 of the 1992 Constitution, it has been stated without any equivocation. It has stated clearly that if you are found inducing delegates or trying to, even share food to people to vote for you, you have committed a crime. If you read the PNDC law, that is 284, it is also to that same effect. Wow. The Political Parties Act, it has also been captured. And if you look at the Public Elections Act, the CI 2020, it is also to that same effect. It means that there are laws already governing this, but we have weak enforcement.
But if we have laws, and you've seen this happen way back, because this thing started not long ago. Not now. Let's
go and pick somewhere 2000.
Yeah.
Every election, especially internal elections.
Yeah, but
this is always a worry.
Yeah.
During the international.
But even that, when it happens backdoor. You don't even get to say it. You only get to hear it. But as to whether for you to prove that this is where I got it from, you wouldn't be able to prove it. But now it's like it's happening in daylight. Yeah. They ask the delegate, where did you get? And they mention the person's name.
You know, the issue is that we cannot change the dynamics if we don't strictly enforce the laws. That is one thing I believe. And who is there to enforce the law? It is the politicians that will trigger the enforcement of the laws. And they are those who are, fond of this act. You understand? I think the independent bodies in this country they are doing very well. Those independent bodies are doing very well. They speak about the law.
Which about
the democratic hub, the judicial system and all that. The other media houses, they are holding the people accountable, but they are failing to be accountable. The politicians are failing to be accountable. You know the most surprising thing? When a member of parliament succeeded in deceiving the people and you vote for the person, he runs to parliament. Even when you call him for 2 cities, he will tell you there's no money. But when it is time for election, they will come with huge amount of properties, items, money, name anything.
That's the tradition.
Then they come to induce the delegates. You don't say that is the tradition of the MPP.
Because it's happening everywhere.
Listen, I don't want to.
Do you know why we are much concerned this time? When you check, the NDC is much concerned this time that this the first time something like this is happening.
No.
Is it in the NDC?
No, you are not.
Are you sure?
I think this topic.
NDC, we don't share things publicly.
Listen.
Right. I will come to you.
I will. Before you come, I will come to him. I think this should have been a topic that we ought to take a neutral stand to discuss it.
Right.
It is happening in all political parties.
That one is true.
You understand?
It's happening everywhere.
Everywhere.
Nobody is innocent of it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if you attribute it to NDC,
I think that would be unfair.
Listen, The issue is packing out every day because we are not getting good representation. Look, one funniest thing is that after they spend this amount of money, they go back to Parliament, and when we give them our mandates, when they get to Parliament, they ask or seek for something we call car loan.
Car loan.
Car loan. Every member of Parliament is entitled to a car loan. And that is, the car loan is our own money, the taxpayers. The ordinary rice seller at the roadside.
So they are using the taxpayers.
They are using the taxpayers
to fulfill somebody's ambition.
I am telling you.
From his salary.
No, when they say
so it will be deducted from their salary. But the salary paid is the taxpayers' money.
It's the taxpayers'
okay, so
money.
it's indirect.
The person too is a citizen, right?
So if you have money,
the MP too is a citizen.
Right.
No.
I'm not condemning the car loan and
I'm
other
coming.
stuff.
Mahmoud, let's have this conversation on a fair ground. Look, it doesn't matter they deduct it from your salary or whatever. If you have money to buy over 300
but you know it's
or 200,
not compulsory. The car loan is not compulsory.
Every member of Parliament is entitled to a car loan, and every one of them is assessing it. There's no any MP that has come to tell us that he has never assessed a car loan.
Even me, the normal person sitting here, when you give me car loan, I'll take.
So it's
what you take?
If you have money to buy over 300 motorbikes, TVs, items, and distribute them to people, all because you want their mandate.
Power.
The point is, where do you get the money?
Exactly.
That is the point.
That should be.
You have this huge amount of money to spend on buying votes, but you have no money to buy a car, and you go and use the taxpayers' money to assess the car loan. That is unfortunate. We have to move from the posture where we give, attention to members of Parliament. And do you know that those things normally happened by our people who are seeking to lead constituencies? These are the people who are doing it much. The presidential aspirants, maybe flag bearership, those things are not normally. They share 500 Ghana cedis, and that is
Did you take some? Listen, did you take some?
I didn't just do the calculation. I'm coming.
Did you take some?
Let me draw his attention to something.
Right.
It is indeed a big shame for any member or any communicator from the House of NDC to sit and blame Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
for sharing 500
and some others for sharing money. Do you know why? You were the same people who were telling us that Baba Jamara, the gentleman that just won Iowa East constituency, the NDC primaries. You said he was not elected on clear grounds. Therefore, they should annul or they should cancel the election results.
Who said?
That was your own party. That was the NDC. You understand?
From the NDC. I don't want from the NDC.
Listen, you said they were going to cancel the election results.
Yeah. Where you even set up, the NDC.
Then you have to read where you even set up a team to prop into the spending.
Communicate from the NDC.
Please, let me make my point. The inducement of the money by all the aspirants, especially Baba Jamal, right? We also that the party released a communique indicating that they were not going to accept their results, right? Now,
the party.
Your party.
Like seriously.
You didn't see the press
release.
The party.
Your party.
The party said they will not.
I debated on this matter.
The party.
Yes, your party.
A letter from the party.
Listen,
saying they will not agree to that
results. Your party condemned Iowa East.
Right. They condemned the act that was there, but they didn't say they will not accept.
Can you allow me make my point?
No, the party condemned whatever happened at Iowa. And they set a committee to
look into it.
Yes, that is it. But they never condemned the results.
Listen,
but they wanted to cancel it.
They wanted to cancel it.
But they wanted to. No. And we heard from Mr. Fifi that due to time constraints and legal matters,
if they find the consents guilty, they are going to cancel the results.
I'm coming.
I hope you are getting the point.
You were the. Can I? It is my time.
I can tell you that I was not the one who said it.
Mahmoud.
I'll be back.
Now, you were the same people that sat on social media on air and made it. You painted it look like.
Including me. I was part.
Good. NDC is a political party that is thriving on democracy. NDC never wanted any, inducement of money or whatsoever. Where I told you that I have evidence to the current majority leader, also inducing and buying properties or mobile phones and others, and giving out money to delegates to go and vote for him. But the issue of Iowa is that is not our discussion today. But I'm bringing in because
it's related.
It's related.
It's related.
The man told us that he has over 2.5 million loan for the people in that constituency.
Yes, it's something he does.
He does.
He's a businessman.
He gives some. What business? As a public official, you're supposed to declare your assets. Has he declared his assets?
He has declared his
When? Please, no, don't sit here.
I'll be back. Don't worry, Mr. Issa.
Okay.
I think we are being unfair to Mr. Chambers. Right. Let's go ahead.
Good.
Let's go ahead.
You see, so the issue here is that this thing is happening in the house of NDC. It's happening in the house of NPP. If you calculatively look at how much each delegate received, NDC delegate received in Iowa East, let's just say it is 7,000. Let's just say it is 7,000. People are saying that it is 9,000. Let's assume.
But you don't have facts to it.
There are facts. Baba Jama gave 3,000.
Hey.
Oh.
Aside the television,
the motorbikes.
He gave 3,000.
I am very surprised.
Let's be fair to each other.
Let's proceed.
Even Baumia shared 500 Ghana cedis.
If Baumia should share 500 Ghana cedis, each delegate receive 500 Ghana cedis. Now,
see, he just admitted that
Baumia shared.
Yes, listen.
Baumia shared 500.
Unfortunately, if we go to look at the contest between Professor Joshua Alabi and John Dramani
Mama shared 20 cedis.
That is what you know.
Mama said 20.
Listen, that is what you know.
That is what I know.
Listen, that is what you know.
Mama did not even look at. I'm coming. You see, the way NDC.
I don't think the conversation is so
okay. You
lovely today.
Go on.
No, it is actually.
No, it is. Just
that you are all itching.
This is part of the conversation.
It's part of the conversation.
I hope you are getting it.
Just that you are itching. You are itching.
You see, the issue is that
right.
If you go back and do the calculation, how much was given out to each delegate by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you would understand that this has been the norms, and it's surprising. Some people receive more than 200 cedis each. 200 Ghana cedis by then. The value of 200 Ghana cedis by then is equal or even more than 400 Ghana cedis
and
today.
What time frame was that? Which year?
That was 2011.
2011.
2011.
200 cedis.
I'm telling you.
That's a lot of money back then.
Oh, I am saying that. Maybe do you know how they give these monies? Sometimes the monies are given not in a uniform manner. When they understand that some places they have issues, they go there and dash out money big. When they know that this place, even when we give them 30 city, 40 city, they will vote for us. That's what they do. You go there and check. And I'm telling you that if you consider Iowa East alone, if each candidate, delegate, receives 9,000 Ghana cedis, use it to spread across Ghana. Supposing Baba Jama was contesting for the flag bearer of NDC, giving out each delegate, let's say 3,000. Do you know how much would have gone inside the election? So what is bad is bad. What is bad is bad. And so I want to submit by saying that we need to recover our electoral system in this country. We can only recover it, we can only rescue it by making sure that we enforce the laws that are already stated regulating the elections, because the inducement of delegates with property and monies is too much in this country, and that is not giving us a good representation. Look, today if I have money, I go to my constituency, I begin to lobby, sit with people, dash them money and all that. The following day you hear that Ima is in parliament. Maybe someone who is better than me, who has no money,
and
you
has
will
the
never
competence.
has the competent will never get in there if you don't have the money.
Yeah.
Right now, if you want to contest for MP, the bottom line is that you should have a car, you should have a big business running. Initially, it was not like that. If you look at this bar, it should be who can do, who has the heart for the people. That is why we have some people. Look, someone can just get up from in Accra here, run to any constituency that I'm contesting, because the person has money. I am telling you, nothing can happen to the person. Whether he meets the Article 94 of the 1992 Constitution, or he doesn't meet the requirement, the person is eligible to contest because the money is influencing the whole thing. So how long are we going to practice it? So I want to end by saying that this is an act we must always condemn. In every election, people give out money, and that is not the best. That is not the best for us.
Right. Who finance the candidates? Right. Let me ask my question before you go and react to what he said. If we condemn this act, why is it that Your party has been in power before. Your party has also been in power before. Why haven't we taken any step to eradicate or kept this issue? Is it because you enjoy it or you know the benefits you are gaining out of it?
Okay. You see, the problem is there is acts and there's rules and regulations, but there is no evidence. They invited Baba Jamal, right? What if he said he didn't know anything about the TV they shared?
He can't say that.
Oh, but we heard from delegates saying that.
Wait, they said it, but did they see Baba Jamal sharing TV? Oh, no. I'm coming. I'm not supporting what happened.
Okay, so we didn't see him in the action.
Assuming me, you invite me, I shared TV. I hope you are getting my.
But you were not the one that shared it yourself.
I can tell you that it's not me.
It's not you.
And there is nothing you can do about it.
So that means that what the delegate said was a lie.
The delegate said it. That's why politicians, when they are sharing something, because of the rules and regulations the party gives, you don't see any politician giving something on election day. Because when they see you, or even when they see you, the supporters, maybe sharing money on behalf of the politician, wearing his t-shirt, or maybe something that can identify you to be part of Baba Jamal, which means you need to be disqualified. Baba Jamal said, when they granted the interview, he said sharing of gifts. They are sharing gifts. And that is where he messed up. I hope you are getting it. But we don't have any evidence of Baba Jamal that he was given a TV.
Himself?
Listen.
Himself. No. Look how we are talking about law here.
Yes, that is the law. Let's look at it from this angle. Baba Jamal, in one of his interviews, admitted that
he didn't say he shared TV.
He said he gave gifts.
He gave gifts.
But he didn't specify.
That is the thing.
Listen.
Today, Bamia can tell you that he never shared 500 Ghana cedis. But I and you sit here, we knew Bamia shared 500 cedis. I hope you are getting my point. So we know the law is there, but enforcing of the law is the problem because they don't have enough evidence to enforce that law. That is why even when this law or when you have issue, you go to court. They need to hear from you. I hope you are getting my point.
Yeah.
So far as there is no evidence against Baba Jamal, it will be very, very hard for the NDC to enforce the law on Baba Jamal. I hope you are getting my point. Yeah. And my brother was talking about Joshua Alabi and John Dramani Mahama, 2011. Mahama died, Atamis died in 2012.
I think the election was in.
And even that, Atamis died in 2012. After Atamis died in 2012, Mahama's first primaries, even the party was even forcing for Mahama to go unopposed because he just inherited 2 years from the president. And even that one, Alabi and Co, because of democracy of the NDC, they went for contest.
Which year did they contest?
I think they contested before 2016 election. So that one will be like maybe 2013, 14. We did our premise. I hope we do our premise 2 years to this thing. And Mama did not even give any delegate money. What Mama did was that Mama arranged each and every constituency. Okay, you people take 100,000 for transportation. So when you go and vote, the constituency is sitting there. And when Mama gave money, Joshua Alabi even gave money. I'm coming. Even Sylvester Tetetu gave money. I hope you are getting the point too. And the NDC itself gave money. So they combine all the money. And when you even check, delegates don't even get like even 80 cedi.
I read they receive 40 cedis.
You see, so when you go, no party candidate shares money there. It is the NDC officials, which is the party itself. When you finish voting, then they will tell you, come and take your transportation. So you don't know whether it is from Mama or it's from Joshua Alabi or it's from what? It's from Sylvester Tete.
Right.
I hope you are getting it. But this is a situation, we are all in this country where, in my constituency, former MP was sharing 500 cedis. And today, Baumia darling boy, Saki, Jefferson Saki, who is in charge of Baumia's all media aspect, was sharing 700 cedis there. I hope you are getting it. Yeah. So, this habit of sharing of TV and other stuffs We all know it's from both parties, but NDC don't support those things.
You do.
The same as MPP. I would say maybe they don't support. But all these things started from the MPP. All these things started from Ashanti region when they have the mindset that when you win the primaries, automatically you are an MP. They spend huge amount of money just to win their internal elections. We all saw it in this country. But the problem is that we don't have any evidence that we can use to prosecute these people. Because the person was not sharing the money himself. He has people who were sharing the money. I hope you are getting my point. So all of us, we don't support vote buying. I agree on the debate just because the debate is going to bring a lot of transparency. Even when you even come and sit there and when we are debating and we are asking you how you got your money, even when you are lying, at least you have said something. Tomorrow we can do what? We can hold you accountable. And my brother was talking about the 2.5 million Ghana cedi. Baba Jamal said he's coming to give the loan. Every politician have his own strategy. I hope you are getting. He never told that he's going to give you his personal pocket money. Maybe he has businessmen outside the country or inside the country who want to do what? Invest in giving loan. It's about bringing opportunity to your constituents. So we should not be judging the person. Before even Baba Jamal was even appointed ambassador, the women wing of NDC, he gave them 500,000 Ghana cedis.
For what?
Just to share to themselves as loan to be creating businesses so that they will be paying small. Before he was even giving the ambassador.
Right, so it is a norm. It's something he does.
It is something that he does it. When he was in Akotia,
but what does the issue is?
We all saw what Baba Jamal.
Baba Jamal
was the one, the hairdresser one in Akotia.
Oh.
This is not his first time. He's a former MP. The hairdresser won him in Akotia. And this is something that Baba Jamal has been doing.
So,
but we don't support the vote buying. What happened that day? Why is it that only Baba Jamal? Go and calculate the motorbikes. You could know that. You see, I'll not go into the internal issues of the NDC right now.
Of the NDC.
And secondly, I want to clear something. The party did not say they will not agree to the results. I hope you are getting the point.
Okay.
They made a statement.
There's a difference.
That they have seen what is happening.
And they are against it.
And they are against what is happening. They didn't say they are against the results.
Okay. But your party had a clear chance to make a difference. Why didn't you take the opportunity or sacrifice that to, disqualify the candidate and just...
Who are you going to disqualify? That is the question. That is why I'm asking you. Do you have evidence against Baba Jamal?
I do have.
Okay, evidence. Right now some people said, the widow that she's sitting in the house, they said she shared 2,000 Ghana cedi and cloth. Was she at the election grounds? She came to vote and left. But they said she shared money. So who are you going to hold responsible?
Right. So let me read something from CDD. So the Center for Democratic Development Ghana is calling for a national debate on campaign financing, warning that the growing role of money in politics is weakening Ghana's democracy. The program's officer questioned why Ghana regulates many professions such as lawyers, bankers, pharmacists, and teachers, but has not applied similar strict standards to politicians, especially regarding the source of their campaign funds. She raised concern about how easily some politicians are able to raise and distribute large sums of money during party primaries and election, arguing that transparency is key. So according to her, candidates should be required to disclose their sources of funding and file proper financial reports, backed by stronger enforcement of existing laws. Existing laws means that we have these laws, but they are not enforced. So she stressed that the high cost of running for office makes it difficult for ordinary citizens like you and I. If I want to become an MP right now, I don't have money. I can't do it. And young people to contest elections, affecting the fairness and quality of Ghana's democracy. She also acknowledged that the issue involves both politicians who offer money and voters who accept it, noting that as long as incentives remain, vote buying will continue. CDD Ghana plans to begin community engagement to educate citizens about the long-term consequences of accepting money from candidates, emphasizing that such practices ultimately undermine governance and accountability. So what are some of the reforms we can introduce to curb this?
Well, I believe that we can collectively solve this issue, the issue of vote buying, by making sure that our laws are effectively working.
Just the laws?
The laws, one. Another thing we should also enroll is to educate our people. I mean the delegates. People that are receiving these monies. It's so dangerous. When someone comes to give you money, then at the end of the day, the person gets to parliament or whatever, you have given your vote to the person. The person didn't come back to develop the constituency. The person didn't come to develop you, the individual. You are the one that is going to suffer. How much is 10,000 Ghana cedis or 8,000 Ghana cedis? Can you compare your 8,000 Ghana cedis to a road, to a portable road, to a good water?
So education needs to go on.
Education needs to go on. But then we need, you see, one funny thing is that we cannot stop this inducement, no matter the laws. Like my brother said, they don't come directly to give us the money.
Exactly.
I have been involved in primaries so many times.
So I think it's high time we, the voters, also reject.
So it is the voter. Hey, I tell you, the nature of politicians in this country is just like some people have already pivoted it in their mind that even if you don't take it, when he wins and go to parliament, that ends it. Yeah. I know a constituency, every 4 years they will change a member of parliament. You can't count the number of former members of parliament that have served in that constituency. Because when a person comes, you have to come with a lot of money. When you get their votes, then you go to parliament and begin to pay the loans you have taken and all sort of things. So if that is the nature, if we the voters have positioned ourselves that we want the money, everyone that is coming also have to go and look for money. Yeah. You know, we have genuine politicians amongst them. We have the genuine ones. Yeah. But the genuine ones, they have to always go and look for money first. So if I'm going to contest and I'm a genuine politician, I really love my people, I want to represent them. I don't have money. I have to go to Mahmoud, tell Mahmoud to give me the money. If Mahmoud should give me some reasonable amount of money and I win the election, I will have to settle him first before coming to serve my people. Yeah. That is the norm. Those receiving the money, they are in trouble. They are the cause of all these problems. And those who are also giving out the money. You see, I receive what is on my hands. What you have given to me is what I've received. So if we structure ourselves, if we structure our behavior as politicians not to give, and if there are strict enforcement of laws, politicians are not given, then the receivers will not also receive.
Right. Mr. Mahmoud.
I think my brother has spoken. I want to commend His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for one of the initiative that I admire a lot. We now, as you can see, the MCs, the common fund, before the money will be given to you, now the president has even issued a directive what you are going to use the money for and how the money should be used and how the percentage of the money should be shared. Now, each and every constituency, the president has given a directive. You need to build 10 boreholes, 10 chip compounds.
It's mandatory.
2 modern markets, and I think 10 unit classrooms. And the money has been given to you already. So that one is not first that the municipal assembly, let me say, the government releases the common fund. The MP can go to the municipal assembly, okay, let's build this, let's do this, let's do this. But now it is mandatory. Build this, do this, do this. And my brother can testify to it. That's each and every constituency, it is mandatory to build 10 boreholes, whether MPP constituency or NDC constituency. And even the MPP people, they are benefiting from it. The last time Afenu Makin spoke about this, and he is very happy about this initiative. And I think this is something that even tomorrow when John Dramani Mahama is not there, each and every president should come and continue this thing. At first, when we release the common fund, we know in the common fund, we have the educational fund, we have, they even have social intervention fund in the common fund. I hope you are getting my point. So today, he has given directives, 10 boreholes, 10 chip compound, 2 modern markets. One is supposed to be 24-hour economy market. And 10 unit classrooms. I hope you are getting it. And it is happening all over the country. That's why you see that the spokesperson can come and tell you, within 2 years, we are going to commission 2,000 chip compound. They don't understand. Because they calculated by those what? That chip compound 10 times 277 constituencies that they are talking about. Because it is something that it is mandatory for each and every municipal assembly is supposed to do. I hope you are getting the point. So when even now the road sector, they have shared each and every constituency the kilometer of road that they are supposed to build. The big push is different from what they are doing. When the big push passes through your constituency, fine. But each and every constituency, the road minister is having a duty to build a kilometer of road in each and every constituency. This is what we are talking about. America has a policy that they are following, a channel that they are following. But for Ghana, every president can just come and do whatever he wants. Today, Mama is doing what's continuing a lot of projects that Nana Danko Akufo-Addo has done in this country. And we expect, God willing, in the next 38 years when the MPP come, they should come and continue what the NDC has done. Oh, my brother, you have not seen any team company in your constituency.
I haven't. They have not even started anything.
Which constituency are you from?
Zabzugu constituency.
We are from Zabzugu.
Yes.
And nothing has been started there. But let's be fair.
Let's
be fair to each other. Even here in Wager,
I am much concerned.
Even here in Wager, the MC is doing a lot of things. And even the MP is appreciating whatever is going on.
If you ask me my current state right now, my worry will be how you people will market Baba Jama after your U-turn on the issue you have made to us.
We'll market Baba Jama on how to win the election or how he's going to win the election.
How he has induced the delegates and bought their, their
So wait, which marketing are you talking about? We are talking about Ayawaso Iso. We are not talking about Ayawaso West Wagon.
Honestly, I have not been in touch with my constituency, but they are not. I'm not seeing anything.
My brother, please
even
just go and see to it.
Right.
The president even gave within 2 years all this cheap compound is supposed to complete. And even as I'm even yesterday, my constituency, we commissioned one of the cheap compound in Salvation Army School Park.
Impressive.
So try your best and investigate and see. That is the duty that has been given to each and every municipal assembly. I hope you are getting my point. Whether every constituency, that is what we are doing. So when it comes to issue of development, like what we said, the MP, some of them just take the money. Don't worry. Mama is just trying to learn from the 2016 what happened. That's why we have done a lot of corrections. We are not going to give you money, go and build school. No.
Right.
The MC will build the school there. If you need any extra 10, just go and see what the Ghana Education Service, they can go through maybe their loan and other stuff and do something different for you. But the president is already having an initiative. Your own is that they have given you educational fund. What are you going to do? You are going to give students scholarship. Fine. At first, what the MPs normally do, they collaborate with the what? The MCs. Some of the money, you know our people already. They just squander it. But now there are measures put in place. How we are going to spend our money. And how the money should be spent. And the percentage that should be used in each and every project. Don't worry, very soon your constituency, you are going to see 2 modern markets, 10 cheap compound, 10 borehole, 10 unit classroom in your constituency. And it is going on. Try your best and investigate.
Right. As part of the reforms, would it be right to say that we should be given a specific time frame as to when we have to campaign? Because it looks like right here in Ghana we spend too much time on campaigning. Let me say, if I stand to be corrected, if Baumia has started campaigning already, let me say we can put it as such, and then you'll be campaigning until 2028,
which he has not started.
Oh, but come
he
on.
has not started.
Looking at the little things.
No, he has not started.
You know,
if you look at the posture of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, I get your question.
Right.
Before I come in, if you look at the posture of Dr.
Because when it happens like that, we spend too much money campaigning.
If you look at the posture of Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, to be honest with you,
want to use him as a case study?
Yes. The very day he lost election, that's 2024 election, he started showcasing himself to Ghanaians, expressing some kind of love towards Ghanaians. And I believe that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, not because he's an MPP, but I believe that he's just a person that is born out of humanity. And he's someone that wants and loves people. So I don't think he has started campaigning. We only elected our flag bearer. And he's there, attending programs and all that. He do attend. You remember when Kanta got bent? Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the first politician to go there before the party, the ruling government even went there. It's part of him.
So that's his nature.
That's his nature. So he has not started campaigning. Right. But with the issue of the time period for elections and all that,
we should be given a time frame.
We actually have it in this country. But it's just that it is not what regulated.
We have it in this country. A time frame to campaign. How many weeks or how many months?
Normally 6 months.
6 months to the elections. Right.
And we have a time that elections or campaign should stop. But I tell you that even on campaign days, people still campaign.
Even on voting day, people are still campaigning.
Voting day.
It's fine.
People still campaign. We have the laws, but we need to review these laws and make sure those laws are working.
Right. Let's reference it to the Constitution Review Committee, what they suggested. So the Constitution Review Committee and some other regulated bodies also proposed an independent body to regulate political parties and campaign financing.
The money coming from them.
So there should be a particular body that is going to release money. So we are giving you maybe a budget of maybe 5,000 Ghana cedis. And afterwards, you come and audit, you come and give us reports how that money was used. If we find any irregularities, we will have to investigate where these sources of money came from. This was part of the reform they brought up. Do you think that will help us?
Oh, it will not help.
Oh, you think it will not help us?
It will not help.
But do you know that the more you spend, the more you also buy votes? Because you have to.
I am my brother sitting here. We all know each and every campaign here, there is a specific money that the party they give to the MPs within the constituency.
Okay, so the party finance.
The party gives the MPs money. The party gives the constituency level money. I hope you are getting.
They give just 20% of your budget.
And
10.
Yes.
And how much is that?
That is it. So
and sometimes they don't even know your budget. They just check what they have. So they can just take it like every constituency maybe 200,000 Ghana cedi. And they will not even give that to even reach 200,000 Ghana cedi. I hope you get it.
Yeah.
Region have their campaign money, national to have their own. You see, the thing is that the campaign involves a lot. And when I say it involves a lot, sometimes you, the person or the candidate specific, you don't know where the money is coming from sometimes. I hope you are getting
the candidate doesn't even know.
How can you know? You can even be there. Somebody has printed t-shirts and is sharing. I hope you are getting
solidarity
it. That is the thing. You know, your constituency, you have former government appointees, you have maybe former MPs and other stars. They want to help, they want to support. I hope you are getting it. You will be there, you will hear that even your women organizer is somewhere sharing buckets and maybe silver and other stuff.
So where did the woman organizer also get the money from?
She's a politician too as well.
So all those people need to be called and investigated.
She also has people who are supporting her.
Let me tell you, all of them.
Normally, you get support when you see some of the candidates. The reason why they get more support is that it depends on the caliber of the candidates. Or let me see the person. Let me give you an example. Okay, I will not undermine any MP, but some MPs have more power and influence than others.
That is true.
I hope you are getting it. Imagine today, I am financing somebody like Nanadu this Bawumia. I know definitely when the Bawumia comes to power, I'm going to benefit a lot. I hope you are getting it. Will you go and finance Kofi Apalu? No.
Right.
I hope you are, even let me tell you, even the foreign investors, they even finance some of the candidates we have here.
Right. So as part of some of the ways to, keep the votes buying and all of that, one gentleman who is the former MP for Achim and the Kubi Apia, he said that it's high time we adopt a raffle-based delegate system to reform party primaries. I don't know if you get that. Yes. So that is what he said. So more or less like a lottery style delegate.
You heard him say that you never contest for anything concerning voting again.
Yeah, because he said he spends a lot.
He spends a lot, and he has benefited a lot.
Yeah. So this is what he said.
You see, that for that one there, it will
not happen.
There is no way how can you be campaigning to people you don't know even the voters? That's why we are saying internal election. You need to know people who are going to vote. You cannot be campaigning to people you don't know. I hope you are getting the thing. This is not general election that you know that even the general election, I and you know that from 18 going, you are entitled to vote.
Yeah.
I hope you are getting. So definitely internal elections, we need to know this thing is something like, oh, it will not work.
It will not
work.
You think it will not work?
It will not work.
He said
just that they should just expand the delegates.
Right.
So that at least, you see, the NDC have every day, let me tell you, when NPP shares 500 cedis each in a constituency, NDC cannot share 500 each. Because anytime NDC delegates, I would say maybe they are, for my constituency like this, we are 2 times double of NPP delegates. I hope you are getting that. NPP have their branches. Let me see their walls. I hope you are getting. But NDC deals in 1 polling station, 9 executives. My constituency, we have 275 polling stations in my constituency. I hope you are getting it. We have 305 polling stations in my constituency, and we have 2,745 delegates. And the MPP in my constituency, they are not even up to 1,000 delegates.
Wow.
I hope you are getting it. You see that thing? So normally, the vote buying, I'm condemning it all. But the amount of money NPP can share in the polling station, NDC we cannot share.
You cannot share.
And sometimes it depends on the constituency. Something like you are going for contest in Ayawaso East like this. NPP person, every day we don't get strong candidates contesting in Ayawaso East because they know no matter what they will lose. It's the same as Ashanti region. There are specific constituencies. We don't get strong people to go and contest. The party don't spend enough of resources over there because no matter what, you are not going to get anything. But some constituency, the vote will appreciate. So when you are spending, you spend more over there. I hope you are getting it.
Yeah.
So when they expand the delegates, imagine you have 5,000 delegates per constituency.
You can
go and share 500 cities.
Exactly. So
I hope you are getting
we should rather expand the delegates.
They should rather expand the delegates.
Because the raffle there has a lottery.
That's
if you pick yes, those that pick yes will come and vote.
Yes.
I think it's even unconstitutional because everyone has the right to vote. So why is it that you are going to,
You know, the thing is that let me give you an example. My constituency like this. Some of the MPP, they just don't even go even in internal election. They just pick you. I have colleagues who have been picked. They are just delegates.
Right.
Yes. Some. That is why I said some. I don't know about your constituency. But my constituency, they just pick. But when you come to NDC, we even go for branch election. I went for branch election 2 times. I hope you are getting it. You go for branch election. You see that even your branch, you have almost like 400 to 500 members. They are coming to cast their vote just to take branch delegates. I hope you are getting it. So for the NDC, the election starts from the branch level, not from top to down. We start from down to top.
Please, is there
just because of transparency.
Allow them. Right. Mr. Chambers, do you think that it's high time the Electoral Commission, conduct the primary election just like the way we do for the general elections?
That's the raffle based
not like just to prevent the chaos and then the votes buying.
I think it was very prudent that we look at our this delegate system. It's not upon us. One, if we are not even expanding the electoral college, we can also make it like we allow every card bearing member of the political party to take part in the internal elections. That will be a way to foster our democracy. That will combat this issue of vote buying. That will also influence the decentralization of the vote buying. You see, if we look at it carefully, the larger the number, the smaller you spend. It's just like selling and buying. If you have so many people at a time and you have limited resources, you might not be able to satisfy them. If I should receive 100 cedis or 50 cedis, I don't see that as a vote buying. But if we are just 10 people, you are going to share 100,000 Ghana cedis among us, you will understand that all of us is going to get huge, and that can affect the minds of the person. That can change the mind of the person going to the pool to vote. But so I would suggest that all card-bearing members of every political party, especially NPP and NDC in this country, should be considered to take part in internal elections.
So if you have the card, you vote.
I think what my brother is saying, the NDC did that in 2015 primaries. No, the primaries was 2014. All card-bearing members, and that is what made us lost. But some candidates will just look for people and register them, whether NPP or NDC.
Wow.
Listen, yeah, that
so it's a lesson you learned.
Yes, that thing happened. You see that even the MPP, they push their people to go and register as card-bearing members just to elect candidates who is not competent.
You know, it means that.
I hope you are getting
that. What I'm saying.
That is why you need to even have each and every police station. We have executive, which it is compulsory for you to even go for internal election at the branch level. You need to pick a form, pay your dues, go for contest. It is different from maybe someone is not contesting you. You know, but compulsory you need to go for elections.
Right. If we are expanding the electoral college where every card-bearing member will vote, it wouldn't be like the case of NDC, where my junior brother, who happens to be the MPP organizer in my community, also took part because his friend was going for the ticket of NDC. You see, they didn't actually monitor it well. When we say a card-bearing member, I might be an MPP, but if I don't have the card, you understand, I am not qualified. But this one, they brought out the forms, shared the forms to every community, plenty. In fact, my community, even I think where the voters were around 400 or 500, and they brought something like 600. Cars. So it means that everyone was qualified to register. They were not strict. I mean, you didn't restrict it. So that was why everyone has the opportunity of joining to register and vote. But if I can't remember, let's say they give an announcement that, in 2017, our internal primaries is going to be based on card-bearing members. I tell you, the NDC, if it is announced by the NPP, the NDC will not have that courage to go and then get a card, because when they are going to vote, you also take part in it. You understand? But within a week or two, you are bringing out the forms saying that every one of you can come. Once you're available, you can come for the card. Definitely, you will not have clear elections and all that.
Right, yeah. Rightfully said. Let's read some comments on Facebook. This is Happy Man Kenneth Bonsu. Honestly, my brother, the NPP representative should familiarize himself more with NDC affairs before making any claims. Right, that was from Kenneth. Thank you so much for your comments, Kenneth. Right, I think time is up and then we are wrapping up. Before we leave, your last words, please, Mr. Mahmood.
All right. First of all, I want to say a very big thank you to our listeners, and I want to commend John Dramani Mahama for his good work. We are behind him, whether rain or shine, and also the people of Ablekuma Central Constituency, especially my youth organizers. I wish them happy Ramadan, because very soon we are going to have Ramadan, which is my Muslim brothers. I wish you people a happy Ramadan. I wish people good health for us to start the Ramadan in peace and finish in peace as well. And also my brother, the MPP, I think they are doing well as well. They are helping us, those in power. But they should lace their boot well, because I think 38 years is not easy. It's not easy at all. So
unfortunately, nobody thought John Dramani Mahama could be a president again. But
maybe you didn't think about it. We had it in mind.
You saw the vision.
We saw the vision. We had it in mind.
Right. Mr. Chambers, your last words.
Well, I want to say good morning to the people of Zabzugo constituency,
right.
Because I think they are putting up some initiatives of bringing back unity in NPP and
to get a seat
in. Some people are really doing very well.
But did you get 0 in Zabzugo?
How? I also want to tell the good people of NPP and the good people of this country that we understand their challenges, especially the cocoa farmers. We understand their challenges, and that is why the House of NPP has presented a very, trusted, reliable, and a faithful person, that is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to represent the good people of this country in 2028. We are calling on all of them to rise up and support the agenda of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You see, he's gaining grounds. He's one of the fastest growing gaining grounds in the country, and so we call on all the people who have lost hope in governance that there's still hope. And the hope will come in 2028, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will be the best person. And so we should all throw our support to him and elect him as the president of this country, so that he can serve us so well.
Inform Bawumia, I think ATU has a new auditorium, so that one we can give it to him for free for economic lectures.
Who has a new auditorium?
ATU.
ATU. Oh,
new
okay.
auditorium, very beautiful.
Very spacious
yes,
one.
That can contain
right. So you can recommend it
but
to
you know, yesterday I was happy.
Hey, are you introducing another topic? Because I see Dr.
You know, he's talking about cocoa farmers. And what about the other things happening in the country? That one you are not seeing it.
There are other policies.
Yesterday,
they are not crying today.
I normally buy Fruitelli, Donsimo, 38 cedis.
Hey.
Yesterday I bought it 30 cedis.
How much you buy this?
I'm telling you, look at.
This is 3 cedis.
When I gave the woman the money,
listen.
My
I
brother,
used to sell this in my shop, 2 cedis.
When I gave the woman the money,
wallahi, I used to sell this.
When I gave the woman the money,
I think the program is over. The
woman gave me the change, and I asked the woman that. I asked the woman that. Sikano Abusu was I was shocked.
That's what.
Go and check all the water in your fridge.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. Thank you to our lovely audience for doing their listening and the watching, and thank you to our guests for diving into the issues. We had a very insightful conversation right here in the studios. Thank you so much. We'll meet same time tomorrow. Do have a lovely day.